Crusader. We're gonna attempt to craft the Crusader. Depending on how difficult it might be, I'm gonna switch over to gameplay. Look at this. This is so beautiful. So if you didn't see this before, last night there was a little bit of an update, if you haven't noticed. I mean, this is just completely different from what it was before. Let's go ahead and log in. Oh my dear goodness. I think I'm gonna have to turn down the volume though for Endless Online. It already sounds like it's super mega loud. I don't know what it is about Endless. It's just the volume is so loud. I think we're good at maybe 5. Yeah, we'll do 5. Alright, and as you can see, I have a water cut. That's kind of new. That was given to me by Bad Kitty. Thank you so much if you're watching. That's greatly helped me. So, let's see what we gotta get. We'll throw these on. Let's see who's online. We got 16 players. And then just for fun, we're gonna jump over to main real fast just to see what's all going on here. Probably not much. Oh my dear goodness, I got 47. Huh. Our number's been kind of low lately. Interesting. Okay, let's switch back over here. We're gonna go... I'm gonna type this in, but I need to make sure I put the full name in. Crusader. Okay, a Crusader. Is the U in there? Sometimes they have the U, and other times it's just the O. Okay, just the O. Let's see what we got to do. I already know that's going to be hard to get. Broken spears? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's in a pretty rough area. I mean, we could do these, though. So, if we were to just stick with the Wartica, maybe we'll find out which one is better for, let's see, just put Dragon Blade or Warlock. Let's find out what the stats are, and of course what we have to make for it, and see which one's easier. These were the recommended weapons for me for a cleric. Ooh, 32. That's pretty nice. And 8 con. Okay. Oh my gosh. 40 shark skin? That's rough. I don't know. Barbarian ears. Barbarians aren't too bad. I'm not sure about these guys. Needles. I think most of these are pretty easy to get. I'm not entirely sure. Shark fin sounds a little rough though. 40 of them? Oh no. Well, okay, let's see what the other thing is. Item. Let's say, Warlock. This one's even more. A ripped bandana? I'm assuming that's a pirate. Wolfman fur, springs, and red claw. I have no idea where a good portion of these are. For funsies, we could also do the kimono. I was kind of wanting that since that is like, you know, my signature look. Oops. Item, a kimono. Okay, so dark rags. So what there was 5 dark rags per cloth, which means we're going to need 15 altogether, and I might possibly have some in my bank. So I'm just gonna write this down. 10 yarn, which we're gonna have to collect sheep fur for that. Then we got blowies, and we're gonna need 20 of those. That's not bad. And then Indian cloth, we're gonna need 3. And then let's go check my bank and see how many of those do we actually have. I want to say I have quite a few wool, but I'm not entirely sure. Is that a player? Who is this? Taffy. Nope, the crow's in the way. Aw, like a little teddy bear. Double. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, dark rags right there. Silk. I think that's for something else. Oh, I got 2 of these. Okay, and 1 sheep wool. I mean, it's something. And I got 2 shark fins. Yeah. Not much of a start, but I mean, we'll take it. I don't need the cleric because the Wartica is actually better. So let's just go ahead and craft the kimono. Since sheep's just like, you know, 1 map over, maybe we'll go head down there first. $10 yarn. And how many sheep? Let's look what that is. It's probably 5 as well, but let's just double check. Okay, 5 to make 1. Oh, we also need... Oh, spider silk? That one's a little harder to get, I know. Let's see what the drop rates... Let's see what the drop rates is on that. Is it spider silk? Okay. 15. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the bank and grab that string. Or silk. Pass these on all the way. So, yeah, there's a few things I'm not entirely sure where they are in order to craft them. And I know the broken spears is like a completely different level from where I am currently. Like, it's above me, so I can't quite do that yet. So, we'll just do the kimono. Let's head down. I should probably put those in there too, but oh well. This is gonna take a while, as does all crafting. He's just hanging out down here. Oh, it's Nez. That's one of the winners for the art contest. Alright, we are gonna work on yarn right now. So let's kill the sheep. I don't know what the drop rate says. Was it probably 15? That seems to be like the reoccurring number. Yeah, 15. Okay. So we already have 5. Things like this make it kind of sneaky. Like, I know it's there. Like, something might be hiding underneath. So always make sure you scroll over it. Oh, good. There's one. I'm gonna get you. I wonder if it's better being on this map or 1 map over. Let's go look. I always have difficulty trying to pick, like, a good map to be on. I want to have the one that has the most, but also, is plentiful, but I guess, well spread out. Because I think, like, when you're on a map that has what you're looking for, let's say the sharks, for example, they were all kind of clustered together, so it was noticeable when they were all killed, and it took a while to respawn. But here the map is pretty large, so it kind of gets me to walk up and down. And they're spawning, like, you know, all over the place. So it makes it a little easier and less noticeable that they're on a set timer. I mean, they're dropping pretty good. 8, alright. What I said, I need 5 per... silk? No, yarn. Okay. 5 wools to make a yarn, and we're also going to need the silk, so we'll probably head up to spiders next. And then also, while we're at spiders, we'll hit up the... however you pronounce this name. Viersil? Viersil, that's, I guess. And we'll probably not get the most experience points off of killing these things, but since I really like the kimono, I don't mind putting in the time to craft it. And then I just don't know how we're gonna be able to take down Ganon. That's like a boss right there. I think he was called a boss. And I'm just not high enough level to take him on. I mean, we can do the 40 sharks spins for the Dragon Blade. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick which armor, not armor, which weapon we'll want to do next. Look it up again real fast. Okay. Judging by it, I mean, Dragon Blade sounds like it's probably the better bet. Because the problem here is I don't know where to get red cloth, although I can look it up. Let's look it up real fast. Red cloth. Oh, you have to make it with a few other things? Okay. Okay. Doesn't look too hard. But it looks like it's gonna require a lot more effort than the Dragon Blade. But that's okay. I can't remember if the Wolfmen are up by where they used to be still. And I don't know where to get these ripped bandanas. That sounds like maybe a pirate thing. Let's look. Oh, okay, it is a pirate thing. So yeah, let's do kimono first, and then maybe Dragon Blade. Since we're already started. That way we got a little plan in action. I don't know how long it's going to take to do the kimono. But hopefully not that too long. I know silk kind of takes a while, and it is more of the heavily fought after things. Because I believe it's needed to make a bow. And all the archers are going to need a bow, so... I'm gonna assume we're not gonna be the only ones down there at the swamp. What did I say? I need 15 of these, I think? Because I need 3 balls of yarn. I guess I'll just have to focus on one thing at a time. So I'm trying to, like, think of all the ingredients at once and which ingredient is needed for making another thing. And it's usually a 2-step process. So let's just focus on the yarn. I said 5 yarn, right? Oh, 10 yarn. Oops. Okay, if I need 10 yarn and it's 5 wool to make a yarn, is that right? It's all part of the process, though. Learning all of this, though. I mean, like, it's gonna take a while. Let me just do it one more time. Whoops. Kimono. I don't even know what I'm spelling. And this is purely for looks. I don't actually need this for, like, my class, but I do like the kimono. Okay, 10 yarn, definitely. Then... to make a yarn, 1 yarn, oh my dear goodness, is 5. Does that mean we need 50 sheep wool? Oh my goodness. Oh, we're gonna be here a while. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Elle says, kimono white robes were my absolute favorite outfits too. I remember wearing Hero Plate a lot and not really liking it, only for the stats. Yeah, you know, that's how it is for me in kimono. I mean, not kimono, the Orona. I don't really like the Orona, but I mean, that's what you wear for, you know, the stats. It's definitely not my favorite. Now, it's interesting that they had added something, I think it's called transmog or mog. I'm not saying it right, but what they said is what you can do is if you have acquired, let's say, 2 items. You have, let's say, the Aron, and then you have the kimono. Well, you can dress up your character to wear the, let's say, Aron, but to everybody else, you can make it seem like you're wearing the kimono. So you can have the stats and the looks at the same time. And I think that's really cool that they added that to this game. Oh my dear goodness, do I really need 50 sheeple? White robes. Do you remember making white robes? That was just atrocious. There were so many people in that one spot. You know, everybody was at Bugs. Everybody wanted some sort of ingredients, and it was usually the white robes. Or the lotus. Lotus armor? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And ant legs were just what everyone fought after. For some reason, ant legs had just a really low drop rate, and you needed quite a few. I want to say it was maybe 25 ant legs. Maybe. And I wonder if that had been changed at all. But yeah, I mean, I liked my white robes too. And I actually didn't even make mine. For some reason, the guild had decided that I needed them, and they made it for me. Like, you know, they harvest all the ingredients, and then they give it to me to craft, because it's lore. You can't trade it once you have it. So that was pretty sweet of them. Oh, gee, it was a nightmare. It was. It reminds me of when you're at the bank back then, and you were trying to either sell or buy something, and the two places was either you were in the bank trying to do this, or you were out in Avon Square, and everybody's just standing on top of each other. So if you found somebody that wanted to buy or sell, let's say you wanted to buy something, you have to, like, try to find this person that's standing in, like, a pile of 20 other people. And you're like, I just want to buy this item. So normally you would have to, like, PM them, let them know you're interested, and then try to, like, somehow make yourself seen underneath all these people. I can't believe it. Endless Online used to actually be that packed. That is crazy. And to look at it now, you're like, wow, are we ever going to get back up to that number? Elle says, my brother helped me a lot to get the ingredients, and he still uses that against me whenever he wants to do something. It was 1,000,000 years ago. Wow, that's terrible. Just bring that up in a conversation. You remember that one time I helped you get white robes? Yeah, see, you need to give me that $20, like, right now. I can just see that being played out. So in Ever Endless, you have to craft the white robes. I mean, not white robe, sorry, kimono. In Ever Endless, you have to craft the kimono, but in Main Clone, you buy it. So I'm currently, again, on both servers. This is main here. Normally I had kimono in my inventory, but I cleared it out for some reason. But, that's just my signature look. Always has been for, oh my goodness, probably 10 plus years. So it only makes sense that I should have a kimono on Never Endless. But I kind of miss it. It's buyable. But I'm not opposed to crafting. I'm just not much of a grinder. Good times indeed. I agree with you. It's crazy to just think about. Wow, I was 12 years old when I played that game. And here it is, still up and running. And it is kind of an old game. Had it been updated in so long. Besides what the community has harvested together. And there's a guy named Staba. And his artwork's been passed around. So on multiple servers, you'll see these different kind of items that he created. I think that's kind of cool that they're all helping together. And then you have Plasma Star that makes Proxy. I think he made EO Proxy. I think he was like one of the original people that have some sort of what do you want to call it, scripting or like kind of enhancements. And now we have Sorty, who also passes these along. And it's just interesting to see that all these endless online players, they make something to enhance the game, and then they're sharing it with other players, with other servers. Whether it's willingly or not, it's just really nice to see. Where are we at now? 19. So this isn't too bad, but holy moly, 50? At least I think that's how I need to do this, because I need 10 yarn, and each yarn needs 5 wool and 10 yarn to make the kimono. So yeah, we have quite a ways to go. I sure would like to see Endless get back to where it had once been with all that big number. And depending on who you talk to, it's always like, oh, you know, there was 900 players on. No, there was 3,000 players on. I'm pretty sure I saw that 3,000 at one point. But a lot of people seem to think it never went past 1,000. I think it did. I mean, I kind of remember clicking on the online list. I mean, it just went down. It was crazy how long that list was. And then good luck trying to like find somebody's name on there. The easiest thing to do was to click on the friends list and type their name and see if it lit up or not. Instead of trying to find their name on the list. Because if you were trying to find somebody's name in like, I don't know, let's say starts with a P, it's not quite the end of the list and it's not quite the beginning. So that was quite a ways to search. And I remember also, like, there was so much spamming going on, what's it called, Globe. Like, people just would not give it a rest. My flowers are just falling out of my hair. Where are you going? Get back in there. Somewhere. I don't even know. Just look pretty. I'll have to stay there and look pretty. I don't even know when was the last time I seen vult-r. Gosh, I don't even have a guess. Like, one of the things I remember is that he kind of had a little bit of broken English. And then I think he was doing like a huge online group party for PK Zone. And he was doing really well. And he was somewhere, I think he was like hiding somewhere, and when he announced on Globe something like, I died while sitting on toilet or something. Basically, I think it was what he was saying, is that he went to go potty and somebody killed him. When he came back, you know, he was wherever he gets teleported when he dies. That's like one of the things I remember about vult-r, Sakura, I do remember being probably one of the most active admins. I remember PMing her, it was St. Patrick's Day, because I had PM'd her, she made some sort of announcement on Globe, or just in the game, the whole game. And I said something like, hey, don't forget, today's St. Patrick's Day and people need to wear green. And she actually, like, made an announcement from that comment I had said. And then I PM'd her again, like, oh yeah, and if you don't wear green, you get pinched. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but it's kind of a thing around here. That on St. Patrick's Day, you have to wear green, any kind of green. And if you don't, you get pinched. Why is that a thing? I have no idea. It just is. Let's see, who else do I remember? I think I kind of remember Mizzy. A little bit. But not much. And I think I also remember Arvid. Just in general, being online. What else do I remember from way back then? Hello, player! With a giant banhammer? Oh! Oops. Say hi to YouTube! I got your... What? Is he serious? What? So he said that this is at Casca. I don't know how to pronounce it. So we had a deal. I said, okay, you know what? If you can gather these ingredients for me to craft the demo robes, because the demo robes are kind of hardcore to get. And I needed all these items here. And I said, hey, if you can get that for me, I'll totally draw your character and like a pose if you'd like, and also a background. And he's like, oh, I would love that. Let's totally make that exchange. And he's telling me he just completed it. What? Oh my gosh. That's incredible. I was not expecting, like, you know, to just pop on and be like, hey, by the way, your demo robe is complete. What? So now what's gonna happen is I'll craft this, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna tell me what he wants for his character. What, like I said, pose, hair color, eye color, skin, background, or like an NPC, whatever he's liking. And it'll take me a while to draw, but that's, if you guys don't know already, I just do art. I see the comments section. I can't quite read it though. Ah! I just walked into a statue. I'll read comments in just a second. The only thing is the comments are on the other monitor and I can't scroll up, so. As I'm walking. I can't scroll up as I'm walking. I think he went through here. I think he's ahead of me. Oh, there he is. I don't know where to craft demo robes at. Yes, I do. Even somewhere. Okay, let's jump over here. Elle says, do you remember art movie poster competition? No, I don't. Was that a thing? Like, tell me about that. What all did we have to do? Like, what? Was that vult-r hosting it? Did you enter? Oops. This is incredible. Thank you so much. Discord? That should be everything. If you're missing something, let me know. Thank you. Oops. Oh my gosh. This is a fantastic player right here. Thank you. I'm so excited. I just received all the ingredients to make demo robes, and like I've never had demo robes before, besides the female devil. Okay, let me jump back into the comments. Did you enter? I think it was Sakura's Mizzy art competition. I have no knowledge of this. That sounds amazing. Do you know roughly what year maybe that took place? The competition. Whoops. The competition was design a movie poster for EO. What? And write a short brief about your movie or something like that. That sounds so cool. What? And you win a panda or turtle or money. I didn't win, so I just got money from Missy. Aww. That's incredible. That was the one and only time I talked to her. Matt, hello Matt, welcome to the stream. Also, Elle, I don't remember if I welcomed you, but welcome to the stream. I'm not here today. I'm just like floating around in a cloud. Not today. Missing the stream. No, you're not. Welcome, welcome. We just received all these items to make the demo robe. I'm super excited. I'm also currently trying to craft the kimono, which I need 50 sheeple. So wow. We're halfway there. And then we're gonna work on spider silk next, I believe, and then Versailles, or however you wish to pronounce that name. Back to Elle. I wish there was still a place to still see those posters somewhere. Haha. They were all added to the main website, but probably lost in time somewhere now. Do you remember what they looked like at all? Someone comment later if you know where to find them. Haha, thanks. You're welcome. I want to see now. Oh my gosh. That sounds incredible. Like, I don't know if I remember anything like that. And I mean, again, at the earliest, I was probably like 12 when I first started playing. But I definitely remember being 13/14. Because I was middle school and then high school. Oops. Item. Whoops. I cannot spell the same life. Dema robes. Let's see here. Where do I craft them at? Centaur. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go craft these. I'm so excited. Matt says, I have no idea what I'm doing in my solar series next. I'm gonna grind golden rings braces, but unsure what next weps or armor to go for. So Matt, what was your what's it called? Class? What class did you choose? And remind me again, are you playing EO main clone server or are you playing Ever? I know I've seen you on Ever before, but I don't know if you had also done a... Was that you? No, that's Coltheo. I don't know if you had also done, made an account on main. Whoops, get back here, little rat. I don't know why I'm trying to kill you, but I am. Oh my gosh, let's go make these demo robes. I'm so excited. Like, what are the stats? Like, let's compare the stats. Item. Ordica plate. Remember, our numbers that we want is Wiz, which is 33. And then Con is 30. Now let's compare that to the demo robes item. I don't purely wanted this for looks. I don't know if it even has what I need. 35. Wow. And Con is 35. What? So not only do I actually get to craft the demo robes, but it's better than the good armor that I have on, which means I get to wear it. I actually get to wear it. Like, it helps me in battle. I'm totally gonna do that. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I'm running as fast as these little tiny pixie Pixie. Pixel legs will take me. We're going to the centaurs right now. We are headed down. But it's gonna take a while, so. Matt says, cleric in my solo playing ever got monk pants and normal swordman right now. Oops, I passed it. Oops, hi. Hey, by any chance do you have any fox furs? I don't know. Nope, not on me. And then just under level 4. Okay, okay. Yo, says Solar Paw. I'm gonna craft him, Okay, so Cleric, I'm gonna tell you what Chris told me, but also maybe I should hand you guys this website if you don't already have it. This website was very specifically designed for the Wikipedia for Ever Endless. I just don't remember where to go. Let me look around a little bit. Oh, Eve Wiki. Here we go. Okay. Coming soon! Ah! What? I know they said... I know the admins had said that, the wiki was up. At least I thought so. Otherwise, I was going to tell you what to make, but I can tell you what, Chris told me. He's one of the developers of the game. So, leather book. I'll just type that out for you. This is what was recommended when I first started out. I had no idea what I was doing. So, if you can get a leather book, this is what's recommended for Cleric. Your level should still be pretty good for this item. I'm still using it, and I'm level 10. And I'm just now starting to get, like, different things. Okay. So I'm just reading... Oh, perfect. Okay, so in the comment section, I'm going to post this website. And this is the official website, Wikipedia from Ever. Oh, Athena already did it. Thank you, Athena. So I was trying to help Matt figure out what all he needs to make for being a cleric. And I was telling him leather book, since that's what Chris had told me to start out with. And then of course you'll want golden rings, golden bracelets right away. But you'll have to start with silver first and work your way up to gold. And then the next thing was... Okay, for weapon, armor, I was told to make a red plate. That's gonna be like your beginner's armor. Why did I come here? Oh, I'm gonna craft the demo robes, right. Just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So, I don't know what all you have right now, but that's what I would suggest is, of course, fill your paper doll. This is all what I have. This is pretty basic EO stuff that you would get, but of course you'll start off with silver and then you'll want to upgrade to gold. Leather belt, leather gloves, and then what's this called? The emerald necklace, red mail plate for you, and then leather book. Weapon wise, I have no idea. I was told Dragon Blade or Warlock. So I'm currently going to, not right now, but next. I'm making the Dragon Blade next. Because between Warlock and Dragon Blade's a little easier. So that's what I would recommend to you, and also to read the Wikipedia, because that will definitely tell you what to do for your class. Iron gloves I'll probably need eventually. I do, actually. I'm gonna need leather gloves. I mean, either iron gloves or what do they call it, death gloves? The demo robes here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna read your guys' comments in just a second, but here, let's just do this glorious moment. I've never had demo robes before, and I love these. I absolutely love these clothing. I've always wanted them on main, the main server, but of course, it was never a separate outfit. It was only the female devil, and I had never had a female devil on main. Well, on main clone, I got a random PM, be like, Bling, come get your devil. I was like, what? And they're like, you need to come get your devil right now. One has dropped and it's just laying here, so you need to come get it. I was like, what? How? I don't know how to get up there. I'll die. They're like, oh, we'll fix that. So, gosh, I don't remember who did it. I want to say it was Lord. Was the one, Lord on main, who is probably someone different now because, like, these accounts get traded and all that. But he actually walked me all the way up to Opposin, him and a few other people. And then, just like that, I got these robes. And I was so excited because it was like maybe a month before October. And that's what I wear every time Halloween comes around. That's like my outfit. So, I've never played a server where I had demo robes before. So here we go! Let's do this! Oh my gosh, and a special shout out and thanks to, I can't say his name, but I'll try again. Atkinson, what? I don't know. Wait. Atkaska. Special thanks to them. This is our trade-off. He gets me the ingredients. I craft these robes. And then I draw him a special request of his character and just what he would like and prefer. Oh my gosh! And the best part of all is that I actually get to wear these. These clothes are better than the Wartica. Wow! Wow, I love it. I'm taking a screenshot of this. These clothes are actually better than the Wartica because it gives me more whiz, 5 more whiz and 5 more con than what this would give me. So I not only get crafted, but I actually get to wear it. I'm so excited and I'm so pleased. Okay, to the comments. Whoops. I'm clicking on everything in the world here. Athena can always switch to rogue if you want to, Bling. That's true! I'm like so dedicated to cleric now though. I don't know. I wonder if I should just, like, when I hit like a wall for Bling, maybe I should like make a character for each class. I totally wouldn't mind doing that. That would be kind of fun. That way we can like do the road to being a cleric, the road to being a rogue. That would be kind of fun. That would be nice. That gives me more, what's the word? More content for covering. Says that armor is a great rogue piece. Oh, it is. I love the demo robes. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased with these. I can't even express. I'm so happy with it. Or spend 4k gold for dress demo robes. I will probably do that if there is something better than this, which I know there is. It's the Crusader. It gives you like 40. So eventually, I'm going to have to trade them in, but I'm definitely going to do that. Cosmog, is that what it's called? I'm definitely going to do that when I cross that road. But as it is now, I get to actually wear this. L, your favorite endless online weapon? I love regular bow. And my favorite sword was Twin Blade. Exactly. I was going to say, that is my favorite weapon, is the Twin Blade. I just love it. And then, when I had dressed up my character, like, let's see if I can pull it up for you guys. I wanted to pick the contest, and I saw that there was this sword. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely picking that. You know what? I wouldn't mind making this my goal to look like this. I would not mind at all. I'll need to change my shoes. I don't know how to get this blade. I'll have to figure that out. I was told this is going to be hard, and I'm going to need the help of the community to do this because I am not nearly high enough level to take on the boss to drop this. And it's probably a super expensive item. Other weapons that I really like. You know what? I don't have the list of the new things. I have a few things that have been added, but not all the new items on Ever Endless. But let's just bring this over here for you guys. And I'll just tell you my yays and nays. But let me finish reading your comment, otherwise I'm gonna get lost. Was Twin Blade. Remember when they randomly removed repair from the game? Yeah, that was weird. Haha. It went from garbage to the thing to have. Yeah, it did. I do remember that. That was weird. I was like, what? And like, I like that Sausage kind of keeps this up. He kind of switches through things that are DC. Like, the crowns for a long time was DC, and then he brought it back for a while, and then he took it away again, which, you know, people could have it. And he had mentioned before that he's not against bringing DC things back for a while. Like, this was actually in discussion for the sunglasses. Well, they were never available, but the glasses and sunglasses, and they were added to the Christmas event. Elle says, yay! Matt says, can you Diablo a boss? Duelo. What am I saying? Duelo a boss? Log in 2 different accounts to fight a boss by yourself. Yes, you can. Multi-client? Yes, you can. Yes, Maddie, says Athena. So let's just kind of go down this list, and I'll just tell you my opinions of it. I mean, this looks cool, but I probably wouldn't fight with this. This is okay. I kind of like this sword. Reminds me of Sephiroth. This is okay. Eh. Bows are interesting. This is kind of interesting. I like the look of this. I do like this. Dark Blade's okay. The fan's my ultimate favorite. So here's the thing. I love the Twin Blade. But the fan is my absolute favorite. Let me tell you, I actually collect fans in real life. So if I was to show you guys my living room wall, like, you can see some here. And then right in front of me, there's like a bunch of fans. So when I had read the update, that they're adding fans, I was like, oh, no way, are you serious? I love fans. It was incredible. I was so excited. Okay, I thought I heard a little notifications, but here it is. Wow, what? I like the XP it gave me. Back to my story. So when I had actually read the update on Endless Online that they added fans, I was so excited. And of course I wanted one, but it was really hard to get because, you know, the Phoenix, they don't like dropping them. The drop rates were pretty hardcore. And eventually we did get the fan, and I was just so happy. And when I started, well, when I had transferred my account over to Sausage's main clone server, so my main account over to main clone, because of the wipe, I did recreate my character, and then I went from like a level 25 maybe to like a level 9, and I could see that I was working my way up to get the kimono because I had X amount of money. I think I had like 9,000. I had enough to buy it, but I didn't have an ancient scroll. And so when I was working to get my kimono, that's when the server went down, and I didn't have a fan yet. So eventually I started playing the server again on main clone, and I made my guild. My guild is, I'll scroll back down here. My guild used to be the second guild of top guilds, but now it's fourth? Fourth. So yeah. Back then I was running it pretty good with my guildmates, and they decided randomly, again, so the first time with the white robes, my guildmates, my RA, Rambo's Army guildmates, they made me white robes for like, just, because they're sweet. And then the same thing happened, but with a fan. Razak, actually, he's a green turtle, and he has green hair with, want to say he has the goggles on, the pilots, but no, I don't know. No, he doesn't have the pilots. Green hair, green spiky hair, green turtle. So he's like, bling, I've been thinking, you need a fan. I was like, yes, I do. You're absolutely right. So he and a few other people they grind for like 2 hours. Actually, I went with them. No, 3 hours. 2 or 3 hours to get a fan. It took that long. So that's how I got my fan on main clone. Flat it does look pretty cool. I like those wings. Flew on, flew off. Whatever this is, I like this too. This is really nice. This is okay. This is interesting. I liked playing the guitar just for fun. Gun's cool. I was actually kind of happy with the book. That's interesting. When I cosplayed Kakashi, his name was either Bling Kakashi or Kakashi Bling, and then I had either Bling Sakura or Sakura Bling. I had cosplayed them, and Kakashi did have this book. Ice Blade. I like Ice Blade. In fact, if I was to do this, EO cast. Now this sounds funny, I'm sure, but I was planning to make a story for Endless Online. And I actually have a few things written out already. I just never actually did it, but I had like a cast of characters, and this guy here, this is Avalier. He has that sword. So, I liked enough to have it be useful for a character. So, I don't know, maybe one day I'll have to explain everybody's role, and if you hear me talk about Haxor, where is Haxor? Is Haxor seriously not added on here? Oh my goodness. No, he's here. Okay. This is Haxor. This would be my bad guy. Bad guy. This is my absolute love here. Flamelock with his red hair. So one day I'm just gonna have to like explain all my characters. But back to comments just in case. I'm missing things here. Maddie, I just wanted to cry, lol. Crystal staff. I'd love to just go through all the code and spell check it. Right? I know. Oh. Endless Online is very well known for these just mistakes, and it's at this point it's iconic. Just like, what is the name of the game? All your base are belong to us. That's kind of Endless Online. It's just iconic now, and it gives us good memories. And then Elle says, Maddie, haha, but I kind of love it. It's how my 11-year-old self would have spelt it, right? That is absolutely true. And even nowadays, you look at some of these things, you're like, what is that word? Like I say gigames, that's how I like to read and pronounce it, but it's gigems, or gigems? I don't know. I like this too. Jewel Staff. Killing Edge, that looks nice. This is cool. Wow, is Killing Edge, is this base? What? No way. What? Is that it almost looks like the handle of this sword, I don't know the name of it, but I love it, is combined with this one here. It's not exact, but I really like that. That was a nice move. That was a good idea. Knob is to all these. Lens of Truth, that's interesting. That's a good weapon. Lotus is kind of interesting. This is what I like to use for Christmas. None of these really speak to me. Okay, the Reaper. I love having the giant Reaper for my Halloween. Like, if I was to go to pictures again, I just try to make this thing where, I like to change up my outfits because I do have all armor in the game except for admin robes. And so I decided I want to try to use my outfits more. And so this is my Halloween outfit. So, whoops. So, actually, you know what? That statement is no longer accurate. I don't have the female penguin. That's like the only one I'm missing now. So this is what I like to change my look to for Halloween. And then for Christmas, this is my look now because those things were added. But I have a Christmas bling somewhere. somewhere. Oh, there we are. Okay, this is like my Christmas look. And then I have like the Kava staff or Luna staff? What's it called? The pretty one with the ribbon. Luna staff. I think it's Luna. I'll have to go back and look. Saw blade. I love the saw blade. That is amazing looking. So saw blade, the twin blade, whatever sword that double-edged one is called in Ever Endless, the killing edge itself, or killing edge. I like swords, I guess. I like how the design on these. My absolute favorite twin blade, well, with fan. Ultima looks amazing. I would not want to get stabbed by this. And yeah, so that would be the weapons and my opinions of them. I'll probably exit this out. Where did you go? Okay, oh my goodness. So now that we're looking amazing in our demo robes, we are going to go back to sheep because we are trying to craft the kimono. And like I said, that's just my signature look. It's always been, I'll take my hat off just a sec. It's always been this hair that's pink with my kimono, my fan, and my pink sandals. It's just my look. What is down here? And then I don't necessarily like having anything on my back. Sometimes I'll have the backpack. There's more centaurs down here? Huh. I've never been down here before. There's so much to explore on Ever Endless, and I haven't been to a good portion of the map. I just realized that, hey, there's like a hidden path over here. Let's go down it. And then I do, and then I get lost, and I'm like, whoa, what is all of this? I've never seen it before. And then I'm just so distracted. Like, I'm supposed to be killing sheep right now, but instead I'm exploring the centaurs. I'm very distracted, but I really like this. I like that there's like, what is this house? I like that there's an extra little area with more centaurs. What is this? Whoa. What is this house? What's it called? Centaur Village, Centaur Home. This is really cute. I like this. That's really cute. You know what? We need female centaurs. That's what Error needs to do. He needs to work on some female centaurs. Oh, another house. So it's the same as the other one. I like this. I like little add-ons like this. It just brings Endless to life. Is this where you go? This is your home? That's what I'm assuming. Whoa. Yeah, I think this is the place you go when you die. When you die, and Centaur is your home. I completely forget that even exists. I don't visit this place often, but on top of that, it's not my home. I'm not registered to it, so I forget it even exists. And then we went in a circle. Okay. So let's head back down to sheep. Work on our yarn. We got 25. We need 50 because we need to make 10 yarn balls. And then I think we have to do like the exact same thing for spider silk. And then we'll jump over to their soul. But one thing at a time. And we are on our way. We're looking good and we are on our way. 18 players on. Fantastic. By the way, if you guys didn't know what these little P's for, I mean, I found out yesterday. That means they're a Patreon and they donate to the server. Everyone kept like asking that question. What is that? And then that's what it's for. Hi, random person that's walking by me. Solo? Nooblistic? It's just funny to go down the list and read people's usernames. What's the most like ridiculous username you guys ever seen? Ever read? My sister and I were talking about it and like, why do people pick some like redonkulous looking names like Noob Slayer? What even is that? And then of course I explained how I came to be Bling Queen. I was like 11 or 12 and there was an ad on TV that said text this number for the screensaver Bling Bling Queen. And it stuck with me. but every time I wanted to use it for like a game, it's way too long, so that it had then be short to Bling Queen, and even that sometimes was too long, so it just got shortened to Bling. Okay, back with the sheep. 'Twas me, grinding out more GP for silver braces. Oh, well, I passed you and I didn't even know. Welcome. Welcome to server. Even though you've already been here. I did encounter you a few times. Actually, I do remember seeing you in Avon. And it's one of those things where if you don't have like a signature look, people can't recognize you. You could like just, all you have to do is change your clothes and you go off the radar. Because unless somebody has like your scroll over you and to read your name, or you just have an iconic look, like Bling Queen, you just, you walk by people and they don't even know you walked by. So you're on the hunt for silver ones. Oh my goodness. What all do you still need to craft them? Do you have the wooden ones yet? You know, why am I killing the goats? I was staring at like the little green part that popped out for the longest time, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And eventually it clicked. It's like, oh, it's a leaf. It's supposed to be a leaf. Like, it took me the longest time to figure that out. That's right, little sheepies. You just keep on dropping that wool. This is going fantastic. We are almost to 30 out of 50. Now we had 28. Yes, now we had 29. Yeah, I like this. Let's keep going. Don't break the combo. Oh, you broke the combo. Shakes my head. Oh, that sheep just brought shame upon EO. Let me tell you. Elle says, COVID is pretty funny, haha. I think you mentioned that before. Oh, the name? Yeah. Quite a few times I've seen somebody with that username pop up and it kept being, like, redistributed in some way. Like, the name was COVID and then I think the title was, like, 19 or just, like, what's the other name for it? COVID and Corona. The other one was, like, Corona. Yeah, I got silver rings, killing foxes for the 300 GP. For the 2 braces, then I'll go murder stuff to make them gold. Make them golden. Alright, you're on a good trail. How are you enjoying the server, by the way? Is it still joyful and a fun experience? This, for me, is probably the longest I've played a server. Like I had said before, I really liked Rewind, and I loved their Easter event. It was so stinking cute. I just absolutely loved it. And you know what? I'm gonna have to hunt them down. I don't know what's going on with their server. Maybe I'll have to do that tonight, where I pop in and be like, hey, Cal, Stava, what's up? What is happening with your server? I know they are very busy men, and they just had big ideas for Endless Online, but they don't have enough hands to make that happen, so it's like slow progress. But I wonder how they're doing, and if Rewind is still up even in a thing, because that would be kind of sad if it was taken down. I was really liking where it was going. Matt says, it's good. I like this grindy challenge of mine, of grabbing everything myself. Yeah, you know, who is this? Hiya. It's definitely, I guess the word's nice. I don't know. It's kind of fun. Because sometimes when you play a game from before, and you're pretty well known for it with it, what's the word? You know what you're supposed to do, where to go, mostly how to play. You just know what you're doing. It's kind of nice to restart. Like, that's totally me with Minecraft. I just like to restart, get to like a nice point, and then like restart again. I don't delete everything. I never understood why people would delete their files and then restart something. That is not me. Like, no, I would lose so much. I'd rather just like start a second file. But it definitely gives you that just endless online feel again. And it kind of sucks at first restarting because nobody likes being a noob. And it's hard. Things kill you, and you have to remember things, and you have to hunt things down, and you still need help. And you're useless, so to speak. You're just kind of useless in a group until you get to that point, which I had said once before. I think 6 to 9 is kind of where you really start feeling like you can do things on your own now. Now, I being a level 10, just knocked out all the sharks last night, and apparently that was supposed to be like a hard thing to do, but because I'm running around and doing all these quests, which by the way, I still have more to do, because I was doing all these quests at once and like getting everything, I was getting good things and building my character up, so I was making good progress. And it takes a while to collect things. I'm not much into the grind and the collecting, but like, it's not bad. It's not bad. It just, I'm aware sometimes of how long it takes, and I'm just like, why isn't this over again? So I might complain too much about it, but I'm enjoying it. I just sometimes want to speed up the process to like move on, but that's not how this works. It's supposed to be challenging. It's supposed to be grindful. That's how it is. This is endless online. I mean, if you really wanted a challenge and some grind, go back to like the main server, right? Before all these things were like tweaked and increased or decreased. Matt says, haha, speaking of Minecraft, I died in my hardcore world today. Oh no! So hardcore, doesn't that mean that if you die once, that's it? You can't go back anymore? Or do you just lose everything? Or is it both? Where are we at now? We're at 33 out of 50, so we still got a ways to go. But maybe we'll just talk more about the old days of Endless Online. And what do I remember? Let's see. I remember when I had first made my Endless Online character, there's that kind of long hair. It's like down to here, and it like kind of curves. Who is this with the blue hair? Ah. It doesn't look as nice as this hair, but for me, when I play a new game, and I choose a female character, I like to have the longest hair available. But lately, it's like the longest ones usually don't look nice compared to something like this. Well, at the time, it like that curvature hair, I guess you could say, came down to like here, and I really liked that. My hair is brown because I was trying to look more like me. So, hi, see? Probably like, stop talking to me. Oh, he said hi. Hi, sis. Aw, he's so cute. What was I saying? I'm so distracted. Oh, okay, my original look for Endless Online. So I remember having that long brown hair. And I want to say the outfit I had was the casual dress, which is like the white top and the blue bottom. I think that's what I remember wearing the very first time. And then there was, I think, the schoolgirl uniform. I had that as well. And then eventually I decided I didn't like that hair. I just didn't like the style. I liked the length of it, but I didn't like the style. So I gave that up and then switched to hair. Switched to this hair, and then eventually I turned it pink. So that's how I originally was when I first started playing Endless Online. I'll go back over to comments. Matt says, we were talking about Minecraft before, so Matt says, yeah, I died during the Ender Dragon fight. I've actually never been to the Ender Dragon. I just like doing the monotonous stuff, like wood collecting and growing. I never actually like fight and play. And yes, world is gone permanently. Oh, that's terrible. Worst part was I had the win in the bag. The win in the bag took a minute to breathe the win in, as it's my first dragon kill in survival. Oh my goodness. And you managed to do it. Well, I mean, have you killed the dragon before? So you haven't killed it before, and you died to the dragon, right? So, my first dragon kill in survival. So you hadn't killed the dragon before and it had killed you? Maybe I'm misreading that incorrectly. But I thought I was reading that you did have a first dragon kill, but you also died to the dragon. Within the minute, it all went south and died. Aw, more or less, died an enderman. Oh, man, this sucks. That's rough. See, I feel like, I mean, like, I know people love that challenge, but for me, it's like, I would hate to play a game where everything is completely disappeared and done and deleted. Like, I wouldn't play. I would die too often, I would think. It's rough. That is very rough play. Yeah, I haven't killed it before in survival Minecraft. Okay, okay. I had seen Dream, and his manhunt games. He's very entertaining to watch. And a group of mine was interested in maybe trying to make something like that, where we would start a YouTube channel and do some sort of role-playing, and then also try to kill the Ender Dragon, because I believe all of us have never killed it before. I don't know if we're even still doing that, but it was talked about. But I definitely had my days of Minecraft. Like, I remember when it was still in beta mode, and that's when I had, bought it. And back then, there was a very unique feature. It's a thing now, but it wasn't for a very long time. And that was, the sheep would eat the grass. Whoops. The sheep would eat the grass, and then their fur would grow back. They took that out for the longest time. They took that out for the long... Yes. And then eventually they put it back. Gonna make you mode now. And so I remember quite a few things from, like, how different it was. And then they had that thing where they said, oh, you know what, we're gonna have an update for torches. Torches will have a limit. So you place all your torches down, and then they will stop burning after, let's say, I don't know, 3 days, whatever the time frame was. People got so mad about that, and they're like, no, no. So that didn't become a thing, but I think that was for, like, the Halloween update years ago. I should probably wear these correctly, because my ears are dying. And they're not supposed to. I very specifically bought these so my ears would not die. Now I jump over to comments again. Still not as bad as my other stupid challenges I try. I try to beat every map of Ark, and oh, that's a hard game, of Ark in one life. And beat Ocarina of Time without getting damaged. How do you even do that? I enjoy those challenges. You know, and it's so entertaining to watch people do those kind of challenges, and I'm glad they do. Oops, I just walked off. I don't even know what was the biggest challenge I've ever done in my life before. I liked watching people do those kind of challenges, though, and I'm glad there's people out there that like them. Because that's certainly not me doing that, but I like watching others that try. I guess something that kind of comes to mind is I was at Chuck E. Cheese's years and years ago, and there was like this snake, and like you could turn it, and like it, you know, it was like a block of wood. It was all windy. Whoops, it was all windy, and there was a ball, and what you had to do is each time there was like no edging to, like, this ball could roll off at like any moment, and what you had to do is perfectly roll this ball down the snake, like, back and forth without it rolling off. Otherwise, it's game over. And I kept doing it over and over and over again and kept dying. And eventually, I actually did it, and I won like 150 tickets, because it's like each time a person comes and does it and they die, it adds another ticket. So, in other words, 150, probably a good 20 of those was me, people had tried this and lost. And Matt says, I got to Java Spelly, in Ocarina of Time. Super rude to Rude not helping me with the bubble. Aw, Ark evolved yet to even beat. I beat that island thing. think best I got was cave ready. I don't have the patience or skill. Oh, L says, I don't have the patience or skills for that. A challenge for me is going back and playing some of my PlayStation 1 games with their wonky controls and random glitches. Yeah, definitely. Let me think of some glitches. I play older consoles, so like 64 and PlayStation 2. So some really hard challenging things was like Dance Dance Revolution games with the arrows. Now I would play on the mat with my feet, but I couldn't play nearly as well as me playing like with the controller. And so that was like my challenge. I had done some redonkulously hard challenges, and actually on my YouTube, maybe about 3 months back, you see me doing this really hard song with all these arrows just flying at you, and the speed keeps changing. It goes slow, fast, medium, slow, fast, medium, and even faster than that. And I actually passed the song, and it was on, you know, there's like easy, medium, hard, heavy, or challenge mode. I think it was in heavy, but I've done challenge mode as well. So that would be really irritating if all these songs, and there's like 500 songs on these things, if all of them were just deleted. That would suck. Oh, I guess there's not 500 songs, but like all together, if you play each song 4 different times because you have to beat it on every single level, then all together it equivalents to something like that. So if that information was just deleted, that would make me so sad. There are some very difficult songs on there that I actually managed to pass. Speaking of, I actually know one of the most challenging things I've ever done on a game, and that was PlayStation 2, I believe. No, was it? Okay, I think it was Ultimate Ninja 2 or 3 for Naruto. I think it was Ultimate Ninja 3. Okay, so I had to go. I was playing as Naruto, and I was fighting against Kabuto, and he's such a cheater butt, let me tell you. So I had to pull off the most redonkulous thing. I had to like pull off this very specific combo at this very specific moment while only having like half my life. And then I also had to like get my life back up while pulling off this combo, and Kabuto is constantly re-healing, you know, regen. It was so difficult, and I eventually did it, and I was so happy, but that was ridiculously hard to pull off. Because he's a very hard opponent, so I died multiple times because, you know, my health is this low. I have to get it up. I have to do this combination move on top of him constantly regenerating. And I had to have my stamina or health bar be at like a certain level. It was a lot of work, to say the least. Okay, we're at 39 out of 50. We are doing pretty good work here. Matt says, ever play OSU? What is that? That's probably a good sign I haven't played it, because I don't know the, like, what is it called? Acronym? Or the, there's another word for it. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, I don't know. What is that? Oh, yes. OSU. What else was hard? So, again, the PlayStation 2. That's what I mainly played on. I played Okame, where you're Amaterasu, the wolf. And there was a few boss fights that were pretty difficult to pull off. I did play Ocarina of Time a few times. I never really got that far. I guess I got decently far, and then my husband started taking over, and then I just like watching him play, and I just like listening to this music because it just so much nostalgia. Oh, and Donkey Kong 64, I completed that actually. And that could be pretty difficult at times. I think one of the hardest battles on there is the Dragonfly, the second time. I mean, he's already difficult the first time. But the second time, I think you're chunky then. Yeah. You gotta knock him into the lava. And then King K. Rool, the cardboard cutout. I don't know why I can't beat that one. That one's so hard for me. Like, you have to, like, predict his move and where he's going, and, And then Lanky, and you're trying to, like, get the the electrical blowfish. The blowfish, you're trying to kill him while you're in water and dodging all these waves coming at you. That was really hard, too. That was pretty challenging. Click circle game. It's a rhythm game. No, I don't think I've heard of that one before. Oh. That reminds me of something called Sugu. I had watched Sausage play once. He's really good at it. Oh my goodness. He's a pro. But it reminds me of something called Sugu, which is like you have the little lines and like you have to keep moving it, but you're using the mouse and I think also the keyboard is what he said. I've never played it before, but I was just watching him play. Another rhythm game I played is Rhythm Zone, which is a Steam game, and then I also played Rock Band. I was trying to get good at it, but it's very difficult. And then there was also Thumper, called Thumper on the Switch. I tried. I couldn't quite understand the rhythmic pattern for it, but I mean, like, I tried. I couldn't get very far, though. Oops. Where we at now? Why do I keep clicking on the horn? We're just toss this over here. 43 out of 50. We are making progress. We're almost there. 44 out of 50. See, 50 is a pretty big number, but when the drop rates are pretty often, I like this. I don't mind the collecting because it is going fast, even though it's a big number we're doing. Oh my goodness. I hope the silks goes this fast too. I don't remember what I need for it. I think it might be the same number. I might need 50 silk as well. I can't remember if it said I need 5 or 3 each. So with every, what is it? With every yarn I need a silk as well. Oh, I'll have to double check that. Whoops. Where's my map? Oh, I killed it, I guess. But he didn't drop anything. Okay. Let's see. What are other memories I have of first playing Endless? This one's pretty bad, but it's what I was introduced to. And I was like 11 or 12 at the time? No, 12 or 13. 12 or 13. Elle says, I like drum and fun. Drum and fun as far as rhythm games go. That reminds me of the Donkey Kong bongos. Taiku no Sujin. It's crazy popular in Japan. Really? It sounds pretty fun. Just hearing that, first of all, reminds me of DK with the bongos, and then also, like, combined with maybe Rock Band when you have the drums. I like playing on, like, an arcade Dance Dance Revolution. We did have one for a while at our mall, but for some reason they wanted to get rid of it, and they did. It's too bad. And they were selling the entire machine for $3,000. I'm like, oh, if I had the money, I could have bought it. How cool would that be to be like, yeah, I own an arcade. I mean, is that the correct wording for it? Arcade machine? Yeah, I think so. But that's crazy. And I like dancing on the metal dance pad because it doesn't move and slide around like the cheap ones do. Big arcade hit. Oh my goodness. I'll have to look that up. It kind of sounds familiar, but I'm not entirely sure. I know I've seen quite a few arcades, like arcade machines that have some sort of rhythm pattern to it. What are we at now? 46. Oh my dear goodness, 4 more. Let's do this. Let's get it over and done with. We're close. We are so close. Oh, 47. Oh, he had potential, but he didn't commit. He didn't go through. Oh, okay. So back to my other story about one of my memories of Endless Online, like when I was first starting to play. I believe it was Christmas time and the Christmas map was up, but also, was that 48 now? All right. I was up, I believe, by the penguins, you know, Mount Snow, I think is what it's called. And I just remember reading this conversation of someone being like, is someone just DMing? No, okay. Someone being like, talking to this girl and be like, hey, I'll pay you, I don't know, 5K or something if you give me a lap dance. So she's like, okay. So she strips naked, right? And she pretends to dance for this person. And he's like, haha, I scammed you, just kidding. And he ran away and she's like, come back, give me my gold. So that was a little bit of introduction to Endless Online from what I remember. And then I also remember walking into the barber shop and like there's this man and woman, they're talking about, I don't even know what, but their conversation, their exchange was just so funny. I just remember her being like, see, I wear the pants in this family. You see my pants? Do you see them? I don't even know what they're talking about. And I can't remember if RA was my first guild ever that I joined. I want to say there was one before them. And then I joined RA. And then I ended up just staying with them. And eventually I became the leader of RA. Which is why on main clone, it's called Bling Queen's Army. I don't have, you know, there is no Rambo. It used to be Rambo's army. And then there was You Are Mine's army. But there's no more You Are Mine. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's Bling Queen's army now. But we were supposed to be like an extension of RA. Did I have it now? 50! Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see. Item. Kimono. Let's double check this again. We need 10 yarn. And each yarn requires 5. Yeah, requires 5 balls of yarn, 5 balls of sheep. I mean, what? 5 balls of fur, of sheep fur, wool, whatever it's called. I give up. Yes, sheep wool. And then, yeah, so we're gonna need also spider silk. We need 50 of those. That is insane. That might take a little longer to do. Especially since, if you think about it, sheep's okay. They just drop, I think they drop gold. They drop wool and just, I think only wool and maybe gold. But spiders? They drop silk, they also drop legs, and they drop eyes. That's going to be a lot longer to craft. It's harder when you're trying to get a huge bulk of a certain item. And you have to kill something that drops multiple items. That's a little difficult, I would say. And the kimono, I don't know if it's like a super mega rare ultra thing. I don't know if it would be worthwhile. Because that's a little difficult, I would say. Having such a high number for an NPC that potentially drops 3 different things. I could ask Globe. I'm totally not against being like, hey, you know what? If you got like silk just like be hanging out in your locker, I'm totally up for taking it. Maybe I might have something you need. I don't know. I might have something you need. Maybe. So, if you're ever playing the game and you're like, ah, man, this is gonna take a long time to get whatever this is, don't be afraid to ask Globe. And if you don't know how to do that, you just hold down shift and you hit the little squiggly line. I don't know what that's called. Was it a hyphen? No, that's a straight one. You just do that and then ask away. You might get a yes, you might get a no, they might just ignore you altogether. Part of the joys and thrills of Endless Online. So I don't know, but we're just gonna go peek in my locker just to see what I have. I don't think I have much. Oh, I can carry 105 things now? That is fantastic. So let's run over to the locker. I'm gonna need these eventually. I guess I'll just cram these in there. I don't need them. I don't need Borica now. Oh, I hit my limit. I'm gonna take those spider legs with me because I might exchange. And maybe the winkle claws. That's always a good idea too. You might meet somebody down there that is totally willing to exchange with you. So I'm gonna toss these in here too. Just to open up some weight for me. And since I know I'm gonna be in an area that needs spider legs or eyes or wingo claws, I'm gonna take those with me because I might find somebody that wants to trade. I think Orbalites too. Toss the goat horn in there. So if you kind of know what you're doing, you can kind of plan ahead of time. And like I said, take the stuff with you. You might find someone to trade. Or you might just find people in general being like, hey, take my stuff, and then just throw it at you. I'll help you, sis, after I do these beetles. Oh, thank you. I think I need 50 in all in order to, what's it called? Craft kimono. Like I said, that's gonna take a while. Just because of the multiple items. My person does not match at all. Look at me. I suppose the demo robe looks okay with the hat. Not really, but kind of does. In my head, because this is my outfit for Halloween, I'm like, yeah, that totally goes with it. But no, it doesn't. It got purple and white and red and black. And then these bright blue shoes. I don't match at all. And then pink hair to top it off. What even is this? Look. You know, when I get up to the swamp, I think I'll look on the wiki real fast because I am curious. What kind of headwear do I need for a cleric? For some reason, well, I wasn't going to focus on it because my hat is actually really good. Somebody gave that to me. So if I could beat a stat of whatever this is, 20s or 30s, I think. Enchanted hat, is that it? No. Purple enchanted hat. Okay, let's try that again. Enchanted. You ever have those days where, like, you question if you can spell at all? And, like, it's such simple little things. You're like, how am I forgetting to spell this? This is so weird. Okay, 21 and 17 is actually really good. I'm just going to type that there. And then we're going to walk over to the swamp and start grinding on the spiders to try to get string. Oops. And we'll see how that goes. Now, you might luck out and find a few things hanging out on the ground. That kimono will be worth the grind. Think of the crafting experience. Transmog options is so true. I am tempted with the kimono because that's totally my look. And now the demo robes too. I'm doing it. I'm committed. I'm definitely committed to doing this. I'm just a complainer, I guess. I'm like, listen to me complain as I'm crafting. I'm just thinking about, I just know most of the time I'm gonna get spider eyes and spider legs and like 5% chance. String. I can do this though. I believe in me. Okay, so we've got 2 spiders right here. You give me your string? Oh. I mean, he wasn't hard to kill. I'm just surprised he took more than like a few hits. And of course I can buff, but we'll do that soon enough. I don't really need to. I'll take the extra 3 seconds to kill the spider. I'm okay with that. I just love this look here. Oh, this statue. It's beautiful. What? Indian robes? That, what do you want to bet? That's like a 0.5 drop. Let's look. Whoops, not that one. Hashtag item. Indian robes. Oops, what did I spell? Oh, no, it popped up. Okay. 0.5. Yep, I cannot seem to stop getting all these 0.5 drops. I don't know why. The game likes me, apparently, when I'm not trying to get what I want, right? These guys, I'm gonna have to collect their scrubs for something. What was it? The warlock? I think it was the warlock. Whoops. I got stucky. I got stucky on the nothing. I was gonna look at the Wikipedia, but I never made it that far. I'm distracted. I'm like, get you, little spider. Okay. Whoa. That's weird. That is so weird looking. Is it supposed to not have the little squares? Oh, my mind can't even handle this. This is weird looking. There's no little boxes. Was it always like this? Was this like this last night? I just didn't pay attention. Wow. Okay, let's go back here and... What do I need scrubs for? Was it the warlock or was it the... Dragon blade? That didn't work for some reason. Did I freeze? Oh, okay. Is that why all the little spots were missing? The little squares? Is because it froze? That's fine. We'll just restart. That was weird. I should have been like, oh, something was up. But at the same time, I knew it was a different user interface. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe it was like that before and I just didn't notice. Because that totally happens. Now I have to check. Oh, she's so cute looking. I have to look like this now. I have to make my character look like this. She's so adorable. Okay, there was this little grid here, and it just totally disappeared on this. Wasn't that nice of it to do? God, I love Endless Online and its weird things that happen. Like, when you're just innocently walking around and there's an NPC walking, and then all of a sudden, a rat has the head of one of the villagers for like 2 seconds. You're like, whoa, what just happened? Is that a new NPC? And they're like, oh no, it's just Eel being dumb again. Okay, item. I have noticed a correlation that when I look up items, it seems like it does cause the game to do something funny. I think I've caught that about 3 times now. But I'm not sure. We'll need more information to go off of. Now that I pointed it out, I'll try to keep an eye out for it. Okay, so this was not it. What did I say? Okay, now let's try the dragon blade. You know, okay. So it wasn't for this either. It was for the crusade. I probably won't spell that right. I don't trust me to spell it right, so I'm gonna make it a little smaller. I thought I needed scrubs. Okay, here it is, frog scrubs. I knew I was remembering it from something, I just didn't recall what. But there it is. I knew I needed them. And these are fantastic stats. Look at that. You get 42 wisdom, 35 con. Now, versus the demo robes, the con is actually the same, but the wisdom is higher. And we do want that. That helps us. So eventually, we're going to have to get up here and we're going to need help because I know by myself I can't get these broken spears because that is from like a boss. So we'll just have to focus on that later. Right now, we need them strings. Oh my goodness! 1. Now I got like 3, I think. 2 spider strings out of 50. We're gonna be here a while, and you know what? I think I need more tea, guys. I really do. And I was gonna look at the wiki, wasn't I? I was just curious what I should have for headgear. I think what I have on now is actually pretty good. I didn't realize I had Discord open the whole time. I hope those sound effects weren't going off the whole entire time. Where did I put the wiki? Oh, here it is. So, I mean, I'll bring this over for you guys so you can see it too. Why not? So, let's see. Wiki content. Recently managed pages. We want cleric. Okay, and this tells us what you can learn, what spells you can learn, at what level. Right now, what I'm looking for is maybe a chart that tells me what armor do I want. And I want to know what kind of hat I should be going for that is better than the purple enchanted hat. Do I click on the beginner's guide? Maybe? Is this just like overall beginner's guide, or is this like beginner's guide for cleric? I don't know. I guess we'll just worry about that later. I mean, I'll click on the beginner's guide real fast just because it has my attention. But I think we're looking for one specifically for the class that we have. Okay, and it brings us back here. I thought they had like a list of what is suggested for being that class, but I don't see one here. Unless I'm not reading it correctly. That could be very well possible as well. And it might be, too, that that feature has yet to be added in. That's very much so it could be a thing. Because remember, all of this is currently being worked on with people that have lives. They have, you know, jobs and life to attend to. So balancing life and also game at the same time and, like, developing, it takes a while. Hi, Spider Silk. How you doing? You'll be my best friend anytime. What is it, 15? Let's see what the drop rates are on it. Item. Spider Silk. 15. Okay. So that's actually a pretty good number. But, item. 15. What is that? Okay, this OTE dot, this apparently was supposed to be the word item. What did I just spell? Item. There we go. Spider leg. Is it just spider leg? I think I put an S and it's supposed to be... I made it a plural. It's supposed to be a singular. There we go. 15. So... 15 plus 15 is 30. And then 45. So... I don't do math, but I'm just trying to like think of what does that actually equal out to? Like, of the 3 things to get, I forget how you're supposed to do it, but like you put a combination, you put like, you add them all together, what it is, and then you get your actual like percentage of, okay, you have a 15% chance, but because of these other 15% chances, it's actually more like you have X amount of chance to get whatever item you're looking for. I don't know if I'm even explaining that right, but I tried. Let's go here. I need more tea. My little fingers are getting so cold. But let's kill a little bit more spiders, and then we'll head down. I'll head down to get some more tea, and then I'll jump back on. It's empty, guys. Just about. Okay, it's not quite empty, but the thing is, it's cold now. And cold tea is sad tea, let's be honest. Definitely sad tea. But some super mega sad tea, like depression tea is what you could call it, is bad tasting tea. Like yesterday, that was terrible. I had something called like holiday winter tea. The flavor I say is it was cement tasting. Like it was pretty bad. Definitely not gonna have that again. And the only reason I tried it is because like there was this magazine that we got, I think it's like Republic Tea or something like that, that had sent like a sample, just one bag, one sample. I'm like, well, I don't want to waste it. I'll try it. Yeah, bad idea. Mistakes were made. Very much so, mistakes were made. So, I would not recommend that one. That was bad. Green tea tends to be my flavor, though. And cinnamon. Vanilla and caramel is also really good. I like it when tea actually tastes how it smells. That's kind of rare to have. Very often you'll have a tea that like, it smells incredible, but the taste is like, it's like 2 out of 10 stars. Does not match. Whoa, where'd the spider go? Okay. That spider disappeared for a second. Did you guys see that? He disappeared. He just dipped. He just ran out on us. He didn't like us anymore. So maybe somebody will stop by that's looking for possibly spider eyes and spider legs. And I need string, so all we have to do is trade, but we'll have to work up there eventually. I don't remember if there's more spiders on the other map or not. But then again, this map is pretty large. So by the time you walk up, find some spiders, kill them, and then walk back down, it kind of evens out. I like it when spawns are more like that. Oh, good, more silk. I like it when it's more like that. It's a large map. There's plenty of NPCs all over the place. And when you just walk in like a square, it's okay. Because like I said, by the time you're done killing everything up in this area, you just walk back down, kill everything here, and you just go up and down. Whereas if you have like a little tiny area, let's use the sharks for example. They're not supposed to be knocked out so quick. I know that. So it's understandable why they're, don't have a fast spawn rate. But like I was just annihilating them and I'm like, where's the rest of the sharks? What do I do? Just sitting here waiting for them to spawn again. So I was like, okay, what if they have like a shark up in this corner and then another shark like up in this corner where I got this little cluster? That way you can kind of like jump back and forth. Spider eyes again. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a while before we get any string, like the complete set, the complete collection. Is gonna be a while. So we'll talk more about memories of Endless Online. I remember one of the scary places for me was the Reaper's Cave. That just all around was scary. It looked scary, the sound was scary, the breathing, and then you're being a little noob, level 5, walking in there, and then you just get attacked by this horde of Versiles and the undead. It's a scary place to be. And I remember, I don't want to go. But you want to because the Reaper is there, and you have to fight the Reaper because the Reaper drops bows. And later down the road, X-bows. So you had to get there, and also what was hiding down there was the, we called it Japatown back then. Japantown, Anudo, but Japatown was what it was referred as. We just made stuff up. And I know the temple in Avon, where like the wise man is at, we used to call that heaven. I'm not sure why, but we would call that heaven. Like, this is old slang back in the day. We just were naming things. And then little smiley face, like if you're walking in the desert and on the ground there's dark like brown square tiles that are in the shape of a smiley face with a hat. His name was Abe. And then of course there's the rock, that big rock in the way that as you're walking into Reapers, it's right there. That's rock's name was Mike. Again, where do we get these names and naming these things? I don't know. That was just what we did, apparently. You just name random objects. Like, I could name this tree. We could name this tree Jimmy, and he will be known as Jimmy for all of ever endless's life. Jimmy the tree that hangs out in this spider swamp here. And then over here, comments, Ellie says, hi, yes, you mentioned that, so right. It's like, run the gauntlet. I know, right? It's terrifying. It was pretty scary too, but nothing creeped me out like Reapers. I know, like, just everything was scary. The horde that attacked you that was scary, the creatures, the music, the map, it just screamed scary. And then, if you happen to make it through, and you're the only one at Reapers, guess who those two Reapers are targeting? It's you! That's pretty scary, too. And they just annihilate you, because they're not OP. Especially, like I said, you're just this tiny little level 5, walking around exploring. It was a terrifying area. I would say, also, with the carnies, carnivi, or carnies, the eater plants, the eater plants. I don't know how to even explain that, but I know you guys know what I'm talking about. But on the off chance there, what is that? Well, there's no peas in there. 2 peas in there. I can't spell today, but I can't spell all the time, so that's okay. On the off chance somebody doesn't know what I'm talking about, there's these guys here. They're like carnies or carnivi, something like that. They were terrifying. They would hunt you down, like, every time you try to make your way to Nudo. And then there was the biters, the little alligators that were hanging out where New Aposen is. Those guys were scary. And then trying to make it through the Hall of Pain? That was terrible. The spikes everywhere. And then you have, like, every single NPC imaginable just attacking you all at once. And you think it would end there, but no, it gets worse. And then you go up and the werebears are attacking you. It's just all around awful. And then the haunted house. How many times have you walked into the haunted house and nobody's there? So the second you just walk 3 squares ahead and there's just this army of wraiths coming for you. What are the ghosts called? I don't know if I never remember their names. I know they have a name, the little ghosts. L, they used to hurt mouse on the pot button. I know, and you would just click, 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 and spam. Matt, there was a Canadian Fox player who simply on Smashboard simply claimed the cloud will be named Randall now. Now it's worldwide known. The cloud named on Yoshi's what? On Yoshi's is Randall. What? That is crazy. In Smash Bros. Melee. What? Who even makes these things up? It's really cute in a way, though. I like that people are willing to play along. It's just so cute to think about that. And I just kind of like how society is in general. Where you have, like, the new, I don't know what you even want to call it, but it's like the new cool word, like, the phrase. It used to be like, you know, I'm cool like that, or, what was the word before that? The new word is legendary. When something's amazing or cool, it's, oh, that's legendary. But there was a word before that. And then before that, there was a word. But it's always changing, and society's actually keeping up with it, and everyone just goes along with it. It's like, what? It's kind of cute how they do that, though. I kind of like that. Just the world and its communication. It's like the world itself is a massive RPG. What are we at now? Like 7? Oh, 6. 6 spider silk. Oh my goodness. Trade for silk. 100 million smiley faces. What else do I remember? Hero! Hello, Hero! Welcome to the stream! We were just reminiscing about Endless Online and how the world likes to go around naming random stuff, and then it's a thing. It's official. Like, this tree over here? Not this tree. But this tree, I just named this tree Jimmy, and now for all eternity of ever endless's life, this tree is gonna be known as Jimmy. Just like the rock. The rock along the way of reapers, his name is Mike, and then you have the little happy smiley face in the desert, his name is Abe. You can just name whatever you want, and the world's okay with that. It's just an agreement. L, I used to love Octo. Just a cool boss. Whoops. I'm gonna pop my chat out because I have to keep reading it, and then I go to read this little section and just go, and it just pops off. There was sort of a strategy to like him when you used to, you stood in the corner to kill his arms. Oh yeah, so you would like, the pillars are like, let's say it's this way. You got this wall here, and then you got this wall here. And then you would stand here, so you're only getting hit by 2 spots. One in front of you, and then one beside you. That's, like, how you would avoid massive damage if you weren't super mega strong enough to take on the boss. But you were still, like, in a good area. And you could protect yourself. And then Hero, I should really get a Twitch with my errors name thinking. Yeah, you should! I don't know who anybody is when they pop up. I'm just like, I don't know. And you think over time I would learn, but I never do. I could probably get rid of this status bar. Oh, that's much better. I'm just fixing my comment sections down here. L, wonder if Octo had a nickname. I just called him Octo. Yeah, I think he was just called Octo. Like, Octo is just Octo, and then Apo is always Apo. Apo's N is always Apo. Like, just short little nicknames for them. Nothing like, you know, complicated. Hero/errors. It's okay. I'll just keep surprising you each time, and you will. Until I eventually learn. One day I'll learn all these names, and then someone's gonna get smart and they're gonna keep changing their username every single time, and then I won't know anymore. I won't know. So what we're currently trying to do is, I love the kimono, and I want to craft it, but of course it's gonna take a while. Now we did collect all 50 wool, because each yarn, we need 10 yarn, and each yarn, what does it needs? 5 wool. And so if I calculated it out correctly, I needed 50 altogether, as well as 50 string. So we've completed the wool, and we are currently working on the string, and we're at like 7. We are at 7 out of 50. This is gonna take a while. Now Rio did say he's gonna come down and help me, so I very much so need his help. In the meantime, we're just reminiscing about Endless Online. Like, what are some big memories you guys have had of Endless Online? I'm trying to think of like other kind of events that just stuck out in my head. Oops. remember doing the maze a few times just to help somebody, and of course it was with a tutorial of YouTube. Someone made a tutorial on there. But then there was the other people that absolutely perfectly memorized the maze. And I'm like, how? How do you memorize a 52-page map? That's insane. They're like, oh yeah, it's fun. It's easy. I like doing this. I'm like, I don't. I got stuck. I told my story before. I have two bad, horrible stories of maze, and this is what they are. Let me read over here first. Adge, hi Adge, welcome to the stream. We're just talking about Endless Online and memories while we're trying to slowly collect 50 spider silk. Right now we have 8 and we need 50 because we want to craft the kimono, and it's gonna take a while. It's terrible. But I mean, it's okay. It's good. I know it's gonna take a while. We need help. Mayday, mayday. And I was gonna tell my story of the maze. I have 2 terrible stories. I told them before, but I'll tell them again, just in case you guys missed it. So the first one, you know, I clicked the quest and all that, and I went through and did the maze, and then I went to collect my reward. Apparently, I didn't push the OK button. Or like, I didn't click on the wording. So when you do a quest, the wording pops up, and you have to click on the wording, accept. You can't just go down in the corner and push OK. Otherwise, it doesn't count. So it didn't count, and I had to do it all over again. It was terrible. Matt, going to unlock magic. Made it through swamp. At most, made it through swamp. At most of the caves, and the cactus sent me back to Avon. Good times. Oh my gosh. That would be terrible when your home was on like the complete opposite side of the map, and you just so happened to die. Let's say you wanted to be at like the beach or Centaur, and you die, and you get, oh, hi Athena. Athena just popped up out of nowhere. Yeah, you die, and then you're completely sent back to, let's say, a Nudo. For me, it's a Nudo, and it's kind of difficult because I tend to not have a lot of maps, scrolls with me, and then like I die from beach, and here I am sent all the way back to a Nudo. I don't have scrolls, so I have to walk the entire way. Although I could kind of maybe swing it if I go to the Barbarians, but still, a Nudo all the way to the Barbarians, that's still quite a ways. That's like what? 10 maps over, maybe? It's quite a walk. Like, oh, that's terrible. Hell, I also have a moment of regret. I was too noob to know. What, did you get scammed? That's what I'm thinking. I was too noob to know how to speak to Arena Bot. Oh, and I never got a title. When I found out how to do it, the game was patched and no more titles. I kind of had a similar experience with that, actually. Oh, that sucks. Apparently, ArenaBot was who you had to talk to get a title, and by the time someone told me that was literally... Is that Rio? It is Rio! Hi, Rio! I need you! That was literally, the moment I found out was, like, exactly what you said. It was, like, the next... Thank you! Yep, I can't smiley face. My fingers are cold. I need hot tea. How many? 9 out of 50. Nope, I'm not focusing on Rio at the moment. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I need the helps. But yeah, so after you can no longer PM ArenaBot to get a title, it was taken out. Then, and after that update, that's when I found out, oh, by the way, that's how you were able to get a title. I'm like, are you serious? I could have got a title this whole time, and now I can't. Same experience. I know what you mean. So I told you one of my experiences with the maze, and that was it didn't count, so I had to do it all over again. That was terrible. And this next one was... I did the maze, and I DC'd. I disconnected, and I was like already halfway in. And what do you know, when I log back in, guess where I had to start? All the way at the beginning. I was like, are you serious? I was so upset with that I believe at the time I was on my Bling Queen account and it had happened after the wipe. So I was, you know, trying to get quests and I was trying to get experience. So I went to do the maze, and then, like I said, I DC'd and I start all the way from the beginning. I was so upset. I just abandoned Bling Queen in the maze, and I wasn't playing on her for the longest time. And then eventually I actually was like, okay, I gotta stop playing on this alt, because eventually this alt is gonna be more powerful than her, and I have to do it. Gotta suck it up and go do it again. And I did, and Bling Queen finally got out of the maze. But I just abandoned her. I just owned her for like months. I'm like, I'm done. No, I'm not doing this again. And I believe shortly after, that's actually when the main went down. So I just got her back in time. And like I had said, I could tell I was in the process of trying to get the kimono. Because I think at the time it was 8K, maybe, I don't know. And I had the amount of gold I needed, and apparently I was wearing Indian robes, I guess. I was being a noob. And all I needed was the ancient scroll, and you know the ancient scroll takes a while to get. So I had the gold, I just didn't have the scroll. And I know this because years ago, I don't remember that, but maybe 2 years ago, I was playing on some sort of server. And they're like, hey, by the way, we got the main database. If you know your info, we can transfer it for you. So I was like, oh, okay. So when I had reobtained Bling Queen again through another server, but the same database, I remember like what she looked like. She had a jack spear, she had Indian robes. She might have had pink saddles. And like I said, she had the X amount of whatever it was for buying the kimono. And I had yet to try to get the fan because I knew that was going to take a while. Phoenix hit hard. Like, don't take Phoenixes on by yourself. Like, even my level 70 fire account, they're still kind of hard. Even when I use him to try to, like, attack vines, the angry vines in the swamp, that's still pretty difficult. Just think about that. Being a level 70 and you're trying to kill these kind of things and it's taking that long, that's crazy. And that's with the tweaks, the improvements. Elle says painful. It was so painful. Like, ugh. I definitely don't want to do it again. Now, it is more fun to do the maze quest with others. It's a lot more entertaining and fun, and you're all there. But if you're doing this, I keep saying 52 page. I don't know what it is, but I think one time I actually counted them, and that's what it was. If you're trying to do it by yourself, it's extremely boring, and it's even worse when you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, and you're just trying so desperately to get out of this thing. And imagine, like, not knowing what you're doing, getting halfway through, and then DCing, and then having to figure it all out all over again. That's just awful. And then, I don't know if you guys remember this, but they had rollbacks back then. I don't need all these spatter eyes and legs, but I'm afraid to just ditch them because you know I'm gonna need them later for something. I'll be like, no, remember that time I had this number, now I gotta start all over again. But they had rollbacks back then, and you know, imagine spending months and months, or even paying big bucks. Let's say you paid real money. Let's say you pay like $150 for someone to double your account. And what do you know? The server gets rolled back the past like 15 hours, and in that time frame, you got the drop. You paid for it. Now you have a double. But because of that rollback, you just not only lost your money, but you also lost the devil. That was awful. I don't remember what it was, but there was some sort of drop I got, and it was kind of hard to get. I don't think it was anything super mega special, rare, or awesome, but I got some sort of drop, and I was so happy, and then it had a rollback. I was like, no! It's gone now! And when it happened, it was done. It was gone. You had to start over again, whatever that moment was for you, whatever that rare thing was. Let's say you got the Expo drop for the very first time at Reapers, and yeah, it was so exciting, and now it's gone. Roll back, it's gone. Oh, that was so frustrating, because that happened actually quite a few times. And sometimes it was something simple like 5 hours. All right, 17 out of 50. Thank you guys for your help. I'm very much so grateful. A simple 1 hour, 5 hours, 12 hours, maybe 3 days. I think the most it's ever been was 12 hours, but I could be wrong. But, I mean, just because that 12 hours or 2 hours didn't mean anything to me, that doesn't mean it didn't mean anything to the other, like, 2,000 players, right? Because everyone's doing their own thing. Oh, do you guys remember bridge blocking? Now, I did make a little animation of that, too. So I told you guys before, I made little animations on my YouTube. So if you go back far enough, you'll find them. I think it's probably been like 6 or 7 months since I had made another one. But I made one for bridge blocking, and people would just sit through Avon, and then the bridge, and the Malone outlet. And the next map is like the testing area map or whatever. They would just sit there and block, and it was so irritating. I mean, they would have a really big party going on too, but still, you had to hold the your arrow button down for a good 15 seconds just to make it through every single person. So imagine having one person being like every single square. Let's say that's 20 squares you have to walk through 20 players like every 20 seconds. That builds up after a while. That was pretty irritating. And then of course you got like these super master KSers, like going back to the Reapers or whatever the main boss was at the time. It's always the same people getting the drop over and over and over again because they're either like super OP or like they mastered it, and that's what you would do. So during the time, there was just one Reapers in the Reaper's Cave, and then they added a second one because everyone was just like crammed in here trying so hard to get this Reaper, and eventually vult-r must have realized it was unfair, so he added a second one. But what you would do is you're there in a group, and at the time Reapers was pretty hard to kill. Just one alone was very hard to kill, but when you have like 30 people on the map killing 1 and 2 NPCs, I mean his hit points went down quick. They would spawn and then just disappear. And what you were trying to do is, eventually his health is going down low. So, you're in the green. You don't kill it then. And then, you hit the yellow. And then you notice the red. But what you're trying to do is those last teeny tiny little pixels. That's when you want to try to kill them. So at the end, that's when everybody was using their magic. And that's how they would try to kill still. And I believe it had been like that for everything. Anything was kill still. Anybody could steal anything. And then eventually they changed it. So only small NPCs like that. If I had hit it once, it's now what I call player locked. It's locked to you. It understands it belongs to you and you're the only one that can kill it. But for bosses such as Epozen or Reapers, you couldn't do that. And that's fair game. That's fair. That the bosses was free play for anybody, but these tiny NPCs were like locked to you. Which again made it a little difficult when you're at like the bugs. But and you got somebody that like they were a pro, right? They were just standing right here, and you got like 3 different things that spawn in 3 different areas, and you just go, magic, magic, magic. All of a sudden, you just stole all three things that spawn there, and they're all coming to you, and they're player locked, so nobody else can steal them. People got good at this game. Crazy good. Let me jump back to comments. Let me adjust a few things here. L says, for me, the game was really hard to log into sometimes. I know! 20 to 30 minutes. I just sat there putting in my logging in details over and over and over again. I remember that. That was awful. And it kept saying, like, you've been disconnected. You've been disconnected. Or you'd finally get through, and it had that little loading thing, but it'd be like, it took too long to load. You'd start all over again. Try logging on after an update had happened. It was crazy. Like, it was not a thing. You couldn't happen. I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember doing that. If I got to seed at peak hour, oh my gosh, it was crashing. Yup, exactly. And sometimes there'd be so many people on the map at once that it would just keep crashing over and over again. I think it was around the 2,000 online player list. Yeah, I think so too. The game login system just broke, lol. Couldn't handle it. Yeah, and that's when they had to migrate servers. Like, even to this day, if you were to go onto the original website, it would say that there was something saying like servers have been migrated because it couldn't handle it. Whatever the maximum capacity of players was, it couldn't handle it anymore, and it just went down. So that we had to migrate to a bigger server. Now, I know there were negative effects from that, but I don't remember what they were. I want to say one of them was indeed the rollback. And it just kind of sucks when you have to do that in general. But yeah, I do remember those times. And you know what? I want to say that was 2007 to 2008, maybe? Possibly 2006. Just going off of years, I kind of remember where I was and what I was doing and playing. And I'm pretty sure that was like around a 2007, 2008 moment. And I also remember back then I was really into Naruto, and then I had learned, hey, there's going to be a time skip for Naruto, and it's going to be Naruto Shippuden. And, you know, we were, on those days, we were all on AOL because, you know, we were poor, and that's what we had back in the day. We didn't have no Netflix or whatever it is that you use for internet. We had AOL, dial-up. Oh my goodness. That's what we use, and just they would have specials where Naruto would have 2 episodes back to back, and that was easily an hour's worth of watch time. But for it to load, that was a good 5 hours for 44 minutes to load. That was awful. Just, I remember watching it and then rewinding it. Very specifically, it was like when Shippuden first came out. So the Gaara Deidara fight. I just kept rewinding and watching, rewinding and watching, rewinding and watching because it took hours and hours for 44 minutes to load. Back in the day of AOL and Yahoo and Messenger. Oh my goodness. We're having so much nostalgia right now. Crazy. What are we at now? Let's see. 22. Okay. 22 out of 50. We're almost at the halfway mark. We're getting there, and I don't know what to do with these spider legs and eyes. I guess I'll hold on to them until I can't hold them anymore, and then I'll just, like, release things that I don't really need. But I feel like there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna want to craft something, and what do you know? These are gonna pop up. I'm gonna be like, oh, I had those once upon a time, but now I don't. I'm very quickly realizing everything has a purpose, has a use. It may not right then and there in that moment, but when you're killing NPCs and mass hordes like this, where you're having an end goal and you're killing multiple things and you're getting these kind of drops, it's probably better that you actually save and collect them rather than just have this huge pile. ditch it somewhere, come to find out, literally 5 minutes later, you just made a grave mistake, and you go run back to pick up your 30 spider eggs or whatever, spider eyes that you need, and it's gone. And guess what? You gotta start all over again. So it's probably definitely better for you to just collect as you go, and then put them in your locker and save them for a rainy day. Or maybe like you could do what I had suggested earlier, is you might find somebody. Thank you, Rico. Thank you. You might find somebody that's like, they're wanting silk and you're wanting spider legs, and then you guys can have a trade-off. 27. Whoops. Oops. Yes. This is very helpful. I'm so excited. It's like it's actually happening. I think we're gonna have a kimono. Are we gonna have a kimono in 20 minutes? No. But we will have a kimono soon enough. You may be thinking, why 20 minutes? Why that time frame? That's because it's 11:43 p.m. right now. So at the end of the day, in 20 minutes, we're not gonna have a kimono. There's just no way we're gonna swing that, but that's okay, because I think this is the most monotonous part, is just the wool, and we've already done that, and then it's the string, which we're doing now. I think there is actually one more. I think it's dark rags. I'll check that later, but I think it's dark rags. It's something like that again, where it's like you gotta collect 50. Oh no. L. I had MSN Messenger. Remember talking to my EO friends on there and sending lol in pink, sparkly written. Oh, writing XD. Kind of stamp before stamps were invented. Right. Like back then, you just had to make all the emojicons, right? Now they're an actual thing, but back then, the society decided what these things were. And I kind of have my own signature icons, I guess you could call them. Like, when I do the crying face, it's usually like this. I don't see people use this, but I always use it. Or it's like the happy face. What's different is the nose. For some reason, people don't use the nose, but I always use the nose. Exactly. All those little before emojis. That was the thing. Now they're just easy. They're literally on like every platform that involves typing to somebody else. But before, no, they weren't a thing. That's crazy to think. I mean, and then I am a 90s kid, so it's also crazy to me to think that here I was back then on the playground with my Game Boy playing Pokemon. I'd be trading up those Pokemon because I needed that Mew, right? How do you get Mew? How did you do that? You little hackosaurus? How did you do that? We didn't have internet back then to, like, you know, look it up, or like guidelines. I guess we had internet. It was just kind of still evolving, and computers were super mega expensive then. They're still expensive now, but like they were still kind of being like newly introduced, like those huge chunky computers. Now we have these nice thin ones, but before it was those huge chunkies. And nowadays you have monitors with the towers that are actually inside, like the monitor and the tower are all in one. That's crazy to think about. And now here I am, the new Game Boy is your Nintendo Switch. I have a Switch Lite, but think about that. Back then, it was the Game Boy. That was all the cool kids had that, right? Or like a Game Boy Advance or your Game Boy SP Color. But now it's the Nintendo Switch. I'm so happy that we got to experience that timeline, that time frame. Something else I was really big into back then was like Pogs, because they always came with Pokemon cards. I don't think I have it here, but I have a super old Ninetales holographic Pokemon card. We were, us kids, there was me, my 3 sisters, and my brother. We're all pretty close in age. that was the thing back then, is you would collect the Pokemon cards. You didn't really know how to play the game. You just collected it because you liked Pokemon, and you were up every single morning watching WB Kids because you wanted some Yu-Gi-Oh! And you wanted some Pokemans and whatever else popped on there, right? Static Shock? How long has it been since you heard that name? If you know what that is. What else did they do? Gosh, it's been... Oh, Pinky and the Brain. Oh, look, another one. I think that was on WB. Oh, so was it also the Animaniacs? Spider Silk. 28 out of 50. We are making progress. Turtle! Hello, Turtle! Welcome to the stream! We are trying to craft a kimono, and in the meantime, to keep you guys occupied, we like to make up words here. To keep you occupied, I'm talking about my 90s childhood. And Pokemon Red and Blue and Game Boys. So we have the wonderful honor of trying to collect 50 sheep wool, which we have done because we have to turn it into wool. And now we're trying to collect 50 spider silk, which Rio is wonderfully helping us out with. That is fantastic. I needed help because this is taking quite a while by myself. I need 50 and we're at 28 now. And it only gets better because I believe I need also 50 dark rags, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's double check that right now. How are you? How is your day or evening or night? What's going on with you? Kimono. Okay, let's see. Flowers is actually not that hard to do. That's fine. We can totally do flowers. That's pretty easy to do. Indian rope cloths. I believe that's what I needed for dark ropes. Did I say I need 15? Let's find out. Whoops. Cloth. Okay, Indian cloth. Oh my dear goodness. I need quite a thing. Okay, so if I need 3 of them, I need 5, 10, 15 dark rats. Okay. And then each time I got times it by 3. And then again, 15 fox fur. That's not too bad. 15 fox fur, 15 dark rags. I think I got 2 now. And then I need to move on to flowies. So, I think this is probably going to be the hardest part. Dark rags is actually going to be a little difficult because it's kind of a hard zone to take on by myself. But I'll totally be like asking Globe if they want to do any kind of trades. But that's where we're at right now. Let me jump back to the comments. Elle says, Pokemon Sword and Shield or Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. So for Sword and Shield, I have Shield. And my sister bought my husband and I the double pack. So my husband actually had a preference for what he wanted. I honestly didn't know if I even wanted the new Pokemon. I have this thing where like I don't care about something, and then I find out I actually do. Like, I didn't care about the 3DS, right? Come to find out, when I actually got one, I loved it, and I still love it. And I liked playing Tomodachi on there, and I liked playing my Pokemon, X and Y. I had Y, so I got Yveltal, and then I also had, you know, Animal Crossing, so it came out to be a fantastic thing that I love. Same thing with the Switch. I didn't care about it. I got a Switch for Christmas, and I also got Pokemon, and I was like, oh, okay. Come to find out, I love my Switch. I got this thing. I don't care about the latest and hottest thing, but once I get it, I'm like, actually, I changed my mind. So there you have it. I have Pokemon Shield, and then I have Pokemon Eevee, which I have not completed yet. In fact, I don't think I even made it to the second... I guess it'd be technically the 3rd town. I haven't even fought against Misty yet. I gotta get busy, though, and do that. But I do have the Pokeball. You know, I think I moved it. Hey guys, look behind me. Look at what we're talking about. This is the old Nintendo DS. What's that? The chunky one. This is my Game Boy. I actually played this when I was 12. I got Pokemon Yellow in here right now. Look. Pokemon Eevee. I mean, what? What am I saying? Pokemon Go, but Eevee. Pokemon. I didn't know these were behind me, but there's my sword. Inside this fantabulous little thing here, this is my 3DS. This is the thing I didn't want that I absolutely love now. Oh, You guys want a blast from the past? Look at this. Okay, so Pokemon Blue right here. And then I got Pokemon Red. And you guys just saw Yellow is inside of my Game Boy Color. And then I got Pokemon Crystal here. My stuff is just casually hanging out behind me. Just cram it back in there. And then I would be surprised if you guys knew what this game was. This is Sim Ant. This is like floppy disk Sim Ant. This was such a fantastic game. I enjoyed it. I originally played it on the Super Nintendo. Actually, it was Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the SNES. Back to comments. Which one do you like? I told you about that one. I got a Game Boy and a copy of Red. Sorry, that last comment was from L. Turtle says, I got a Game Boy and a copy of Red the other day, which gets my collection up to red and blue now. Yeah, I love that. I'm such an oldie, guys. I had blue. L says I had blue version back in the old days, right? Turtle, Pokemon Shield Gang, right? Oh my gosh. L, I think I'm gonna... Whoops, what happened? I think I'm gonna be the same with my PS5 right now. I don't care, right? You don't... You're okay with the older stuff. You're not into like, oh, I need the hottest newest thing like right now. L, yes, loving seeing these old games. My brother took all mine, including my Game Boy Pocket. What? Rude brother. Probably part of this payment for all those ant legs, right? Ant legs and what else did you need? Probably worm segments and then the stinger eyes. Oh, probably bat wings. Oh my goodness. 30 out of 50. We are making progress. Thanks to Rio's help. And here I am being all distracted talking about Pokemon. But you know you love it. And then inside my pink little DS carrier, I actually have... There's one missing, but I actually do have every single Pokemon of one, at least one of each generation. I either lost my black and white, or my black and white 2. I don't know which one it was. I lost one of the 4. So that's the only one I'm missing, but I do have like a complete collection of Pokemon. And I actually went and did the most mundane task ever in existence. I played Pokemon Go. And I did the challenge of getting your Magearna for having a living Pokédex. In other words, I successfully collected all... What is it, like... Okay, Pokemon Y, it was 715. I know that number's a lot higher now. But I think it's 900 and something. I successfully collected a living Pokédex. I have all 900 and whatever the number is Pokemon. And I also got my Magearna, which I had that problem where even though everything was accordingly lined up, there was some sort of glitch that didn't register it. So what you had to do is like go over one box every single time. And you had to, oh. Thank you. Under the bush. Got it. I think. Did I get it? Let me double check. Okay. 36 now. Yay. My crying happy of relief. Yes. Almost. Gotta make kimono. And the hunt continues. Turtle, brah, you can call me Nee or Lenny. You know me, you ain't gotta call me Turtle. I have to like train myself. We were just having this conversation. Like, I have to train myself to all my, my EO friends and players and acquaintances. Like, my camera's blurry. There we go. I have to train myself. If your name is not the same as your Endless Online name... Whoops. Thank you! He just gave me a bunch of dark rags. Oh my gosh, thank you, Rio. Rio was amazing. So, okay, that means I got... What did I say? That's 6 out of 15 now? So if your username does not match your username in Endless Online, it's going to take me a while to learn. Like, I'm starting to learn Athena and Maiku, and errors just popped up, and now I have to learn errors. And now I have to be like, okay, I already forgot errors' names, honestly. No, it's Hero and Princess? That's errors. And then Maiku is like HM1. It's a 3-letter word of something. And then Athena has this very long name. Sun is like the only thing I can remember. And now I gotta be like, okay, Turtle is Negro. I have to remember this. Or / Lenny. I have to assign all of you your usernames on your Twitch / YouTube according to your actual Endless Online name. It is a work in progress, that is for sure. So I completed the Living Pokédex. I have literally every single Pokemon in existence until there was the 3rd installment of Pokemon Shield, which was the Crown Tundra. I have not completed my Pokédex. Well, okay, so the Living Pokédex is still accurate for, I think, maybe the 3 new things that were added. You have the monkey or ape Pokemon. I don't remember his name, but I think he's black and white. You have that Pokemon that has newly been added, and then the, I don't remember the horse's name, and the bear, or whatever he's called. He kind of looks like a rabbit, maybe? No, deer. Maybe? Whatever the king guy's name is, I don't remember any of the names. Like, it didn't stick. It honestly didn't have much of my interest. I don't know why. I was a lot more interested in Sword and Shield. And then I really enjoyed... what was the second one called? The second installment. Island of Armor. I really enjoyed that. But for some reason, I didn't get into, the Crown Tundra. It was interesting. I should play it more. I didn't complete it though, which is kind of unusual. I usually kind of like completing things and going through, and especially completing the Pokédex, because I have completed the Pokédex and all my other Pokemons. Zarude, Glastrier, and Spectrier. I probably pronounced those horribly, but yes, thank you. Like, I can't remember. Like, they're not... I haven't known them enough to, like, register them in my head. So, those 3 Pokemon are... Urshifu. I do actually have Urshifu. Now, I did complete my Living Pokédex before Isle of Armor, and also, of course, the Crown Tundra, so any of those new Pokemon are not in my Living Pokédex. But it was complete at one time! And so what? I think in all that's like 7 new Pokemon to add. This tea is ice cold. I think what we're gonna do is complete the stream. So we're gonna get all 50. Okay, we're 39. We're so close. We're gonna complete this. And then I'm gonna go on a teeny tiny break so I can just run over, grab some more tea, and come back. And then we'll hit up the Reapers and complete the Dark Rags. I have 6 out of 15. That shouldn't take too long, and I can almost guarantee you there is a couple laying on the ground. Either one, which is the most common reason why there's one laying on the ground. Either one is because whoever went in there and killed it and maybe needed Dark Rags, maybe? Or maybe they didn't care. They didn't see it because Dark Rags blend in with the Reaper flooring so perfectly. How many times have you been like, Oh, that's a dark rag. Like, it's so easy to miss. They just blend in too well. So I was gonna say, either they missed it because they just didn't see it and realize it, or they just didn't care and they just left it, which, yeah, that works. Or how often do you find something behind, like, the edging because somebody didn't scroll or they didn't have their system on, so they didn't see if something actually fell or not. They didn't bother checking with the scroll, and they didn't bother using the system. L. What other online games did you play alongside EO? I played MapleStory, RuneScape, Adventure Quest, and Trickster online, but EO was #1. So my kind of first introduction to the online world of games, let's see. Going way back, I'm gonna say this name, and I wouldn't be surprised if you guys don't really know what this is, but there was Docking Station, and if you ever heard of Creatures 3, like, I'm gonna have to show you guys what this looks like, because this is probably unheard of. And there was these little creatures called Norns, and Gretins, and Grundles. Let me bring this over here. So, I love this game. I would still play this today. In fact, like, I have this obsession of, like, breeding things, and this is completely what you would do with this game. Like, there's different maps you could have your little, pet, I guess you could call it. And clicking on here, this is a Norn, this is a Grendel, and then there's an Etten. Where are the Ettins at? They're, like, cute and have big eyes, and these are called Norns, and these were totally my pets. I love this. This was called, but there was, like, this free part called Docking Station, which was just, like, the first part of the map. I played this like crazy. This was, like, my first introduction of the endless, of the world of, what do you want to call this? The online game community. This little thing called Docking Station. And then Gaia Online. Now, it kind of sucks, because I recently just, I guess it's been 2 years now, but I had lost my main account. It was kind of stupid. I mean, I guess it's understandable, but stupid at the same time, so I could probably even pull up my original profile. Let me try. So I'll just talk to you guys as I type. As I type, but as I talk, but I'm not talking. I'm trying to remember what my name was. Like, I don't... Okay, I think it should have been Bling Bling Queen, but then I changed it. Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh my dear goodness, what was it? Okay, so I was originally known as Bling Bling Queen on Gaia Online. And then I was super into cosplaying. So I then made I changed my username to Shippuden Tamari, and I was Shippuden Tamari for the longest time. And then I had actually changed it again, but I'm trying to remember what I changed it to. Okay, what if I do it another way? I don't know if I even know half my logins. I'm so distracted. Okay, apparently there's an automatic login right there. I actually have 7 different accounts, I think, maybe? So, this is one of my old accounts, Lady Yunkeg. This was my thing, like, Gaia Online. I still have a lot of my accounts I played from way back then. Now, if you notice, I have, like, this beautiful looking red eyes and this white skin. That was from an event years ago. And then we lost. If you won, you would get this skin, but we lost, so I look like a potato. So my character has looked exactly the same for the past 15 years. Or then some, probably. So I'm trying to go to my friends list. Like, it's been so long. Okay, anyways, going back to my original account. Which should have been this, I thought. I remade my look, though. I can't click on it? Why? You are not allowed to view this profile? What does that mean? What do you mean I can't view my own profile? That's weird. What happened? Okay, anyways. I don't know who this is, but these are all like all my characters. This one's not. Most of them are my characters. So there's there's Blink Queen BQA. I think that was the one I lost, and that's my oldest account. And then there's Blink Queen EO. Let's see. Okay, Blink Queen BQA was my main account that I had for years and years. And I did this stupid thing. I was just excited that Endless Online was back, right? And I was trying to help promote it. And the way I was doing that is I was actually like looking for old forums, and I was like contacting people that were talking about Endless Online. And I was like contacting them. So I said, hey, if you're still interested in playing, it's actually back. So these are my characters. This is Flamelock, this is Haxor, this is KK, this is me trying to recreate Blink Queen again because, you know, I lost the account, so I tried to remake her. Anyways. So, I guess it was against the rules, so they deemed me for that, and they said, okay, you're permabanned. I'm like, are you serious? I'm permabanned? Look, I'm sorry for that. Like, I was just excited, and I tried to, like, explain it. And I did a help ticket, and it's been, like, maybe 2 or 3 years now. It's been, like 2 or 3 years now since I checked, but, like, they basically said, like, nope, sorry. You messed up. You don't get it back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank them enough. I'm like, I have so many comments to read, I'm sure. 47, and I'm trying to stream and do this all at the same time. Okay, so there was Docking Station, there was Gaia Online, there was Neopets, but I didn't actually really play. And then there was something called I Envy You, which is like a little virtual game. That was another thing I was playing back in the day. So, there's a few of those things. I'll jump back to comments. I know, I get so sidetracked, huh? Maple Story. I did play Maple Story years ago. RuneScape. I did play that like last year with my husband because he was into it. And then Turtle. I haven't touched Crown Tundra yet, but I have to go around. But I have to get around to it. Yeah, I mean, I had to work myself up to it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not super into it. L, haha, like Neopets? I don't know it. Yeah, a lot like Neopets. Turtle, Blink Queen name reveal. My name, like my in real life name? Is that what you're saying? It's Carissa. Super special. Yeah, I don't know if like people knew that. Like, I'm not being sneaky about it. But honestly, if like, which one's easier, Carissa or Bling? Especially if you got like foreign people trying to pronounce that, Bling's a lot easier, I would assume. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got 48. I'm gonna let Rio know. Just so maybe he already has 2. He doesn't have to like strive to get the last one. So, let's see, what other games? I think there was another little virtual thing. So if you know Photo Bucket, they had some sort of like little virtual characters too. I don't at all remember what they were called. And there was another one. They're like little chibi things. I don't remember what the name was. But basically, if you could dress up your character, I totally played it. Thank you, L. He says, cute name. Endless Online Memory. People run after you saying, you! I know! You! I want your stuff? You give me free stuff? And then, like, you're being nice, right? And you give in. Celebration dance! Yeah! We're done, apparently! Yeah. And another thing, if you're like cosplaying, let's say you're cosplaying a certain character from a certain place, if you're not the main character, you will only be called the main character. Let's say you're being Itachi from the Akatsuki in Naruto, right? And somebody's chasing after you going, Naruto! Naruto! Like, they're not even calling you Itachi. They don't know who Itachi really is, but they know that he's from Naruto. Tears of Happiness! The Sentry. Is that the, like, which one is that? I think that's the one over here? I'll go look. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the thank yous in the world. Oh, thank yous in the world. Did he give all these scrolls to me? What? Thank you! Rio's so sweet! Oh my gosh, he just made this horrible, horrible thing so much easier. Like I said, the only thing that really made this difficult is that you're trying to get one item and from an NPC that drops 3 different things. You're trying to get spider string on top of eyes that drop and also legs. So it does make it a little bit more difficult. We're not done yet. Sadly. Okay, so 50 string. Now it's just what did I say, 6 out of 15? 6 out of 15 what am I even spelling? Dark rags and what was the other thing? I think I said Virus. No, flowers. 20 flowers. I think it was 20 flowers. Let me double check. Hashtag item kimono. Whoops, kimono with 2 M's because it's super mega special that way. Let's see here. Done. 20. It is 20. Okay. I forgot the cloth needs like 15 fox fur all together too. I think that's what it was. Let me look at that as well. Hashtag item Indian cloth. So I needed 3 of them. So that we're getting the dark rags and fox fur. So oh my dear goodness. We're getting it though. I have fur 4 fox fur. I think I used all of mine. But should check bank. I'm not sure what I even have, really. And then we'll go back to comments for a sec. And then Lenny says, honestly, Lenny/Turtle, honestly, you probably told me your name before, but this is a nice name. Thank you! I know, it's like so hard to like remember things from so long ago, unless it's like consistent. It's like when you're trying to learn a new person's face, you have to like see them often enough and like their name, and then eventually you start connecting the dots. But if you see them once and then heard their name like 5 months later, you meet them again, you're like, I don't know who you are! Turtle/Lenny, I used to chase people spamming you all the time. Isn't that just fantastic? So I'm gonna be right back, guys. Like I said, this tea is so sad because of how cold it is. So I'm gonna go heat that up, and then we're gonna pop into the cave here and see if we can't find some nice little dark rags just laying around somewhere. I'm gonna have to drop a few things, actually. I don't need these cave robes. Can I not drop it? Oh, okay. I thought for a second it was lore. I was like, what? What's going on here? I mean, I'll drop more as I go, but Then we'll run around in the Reaper's Cave and see if we can't find some just hanging out there. It's very possible there is some, and I don't know how well I'll fare in there, so I'll just be right back. I'm headed to Flowey's. You get the fox furs, double got your 10 rags already. What? Oh, thank you so much. I can't even. Okay, so apparently we're actually gonna go get fox fur. I guess I'll walk myself down there real quick, and then I'll go get my tea, and then I'm gonna go grind on the foxes. I don't know if it's better to grind where the quest is with the guy with the red hair, brownish red hair, or should I go to the fox den? I think I'll just actually go to the... Do I have the centaur? This is quicker, actually. We'll just go here, and we'll go 3 maps over, and then we're there. Turtle/Lenny, night bling. 4 a.m. for me. Have fun on stream. Alright, thank you, Lenny. Have a good night. Get some rest. Yeah, don't stay up that late. I do that all the time. But good night, and thank you for being here. I should have a kimono next time you see me. We are doing fantastic. Okay, I think this is the map I want to be on. Yep. Oh, look at them. They're beautiful. That's weird. Why did they just all randomly spawn out? Just out of nowhere, out of nothing. That was odd. Whoops. I said I'm gonna make me tea, but then I get distracted because I'm like, no, I had to kill him. I see him and now I have to kill him. It's just the life of an endless online player. Let me just knock out the foxes real fast, and then what? And then I'll get my tea, and then I'll come back. I think they're a 12% drop rate item. Fox fur. Oh, 15. Okay, that's better. I mean, you think that little 3% wouldn't make much, but or was it 2? 3% doesn't do much, but it does. It does. It absolutely does. I can't stop. I have to like I have to kill the foxes. Okay, there we go. I got 1 fox fur. I will be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back with happy tea. Okay, pop that in my hair somewhere because it keeps falling out and I don't know where to put it. Over here? Yeah, that works. Okay. Back to getting fox furs. Oh, there's one. I'm gonna run down there and get him. So, since everyone's being so kind and sweet and helpful, thank you, Elle! Thank you! I think we're gonna be done with this pretty quick. Whoops. They keep dropping wood rings. Like, no, I don't need wood rings. I just want the fur. And I'm pretty sure these people are higher level than me, so, like, you know, they annihilate things just like that. So, I'd say probably the hardest thing was probably gonna be, wow, there's a lot of things right here. I need my grid on, because I can't see what's going on. Oh my goodness. Doesn't look like any fur dropped. Oh, there we go. What was I saying? So I was gonna say that probably the hardest NPC I would have to battle was gonna be the undead in the Reaper's Cave, because they're kind of fast in a horde and they hit hard. But since that's like already done and said, I'm like, really? That's fantastic. What's in front of me? Oh, it's a blob. We don't need you this time. What is this? Oh, it's a blob. And that's a blob. And that's a blob. Now what we need! Hey guys, give me your fur. Nope. Not gonna listen. Okay. Fair enough. So that will be amazing if we can not only have demo robes craft tonight, but also kimono. Which, I think that'll be our end of stream once we have kimono complete. So I think I started at 9. I think I started at like 9 p.m. and it's 12:25 a.m. now. And then of course we just get so all like distracted. But we have fun here, that's nice. I think this really helps distract from the grind. Like, if I just talk and grind at the same time, it goes so fast. And it just makes it a lot more bearable. But then I get like too into it, and then I'm like showing pictures and everything. Like, oh wait, I gotta be collecting things. Let's see. More memories from the 90s. What could we possibly pull up? You know what's fun to do? If you were to like look up commercials from the 90s, it's so weird to see them now and the quality. It's such bad, poor quality. And they'd be like, wow, I actually remember seeing that on TV back then. It was crazy. Like Tony the Tiger for Frosted Flakes, or what's his name? Lucky Charms. Seeing those commercials, and then Zoo Pals with the little zoo plates that you eat food on. What else was there? Oh, it's interesting to like see the commercials for the kids' toys, and to think about like what were some of the toys you guys got from Burger King or McDonald's or whatever, wherever you went. Did you ever get like a Happy Meal and a free toy? Or my personal favorite, since my siblings and I all binged on Pokemon, back in the day, they actually had really cool toys. Now, there was a Pop-Tart. And Pop-Tarts, they had little Pokemon toys. One of them specifically was a Charmander, I remember. I had the Charmander, and I think later there was Entei, actually. Because Pokemon 2000, was it? No, not, was it 2000? Or was 2000 with Mewtwo? I think Pokemon 2000 was Mewtwo. And then the third Pokemon movie had Entei in it, I believe. And the way they were promoting that was like, you know, all the toys and everything. And so I remember having a little Entei toy. And we were playing in the dirt. My sister and I were at the school. We're just playing like this huge dirt pile. I don't know why there's a dirt pile at the school, but there was. And for some reason we were like digging holes, burying our Pokemon, and then unburying them. Well, that didn't go so good because I apparently buried it so well that I could not unbury it again, and it was lost forever. That's just terrible when you have to experience that because you get so attached to your toys. And something else that we had was in the cereal box, there was these little spinner tops. So one of them was a Jigglypuff, and another one was a Meryl, and another one was a Pikachu. Because back then, Generation 2, I think it was, had just came out. Like, I remember Pokemon cards and having the little spinner rack Pokemon card. And just being amazed that there was new Pokemon. More than 151! Now we almost have 1,000, or maybe we did hit 1,000. I don't know. I don't know anymore. But what else was there? Okay, and then we were pretty... Man, someone that needs the wooden rings. I got plenty for you guys down here. Oh, we're hitting our point again. I should probably run to a bank. Is there a bank in Centaur? There's probably not, so... I'll keep hitting until I can't hit anymore. Or collecting until I can't collect anymore, I guess. And then go throw stuff in the bank and then come back. So we're just Pokemon fanatics, and there was a Gengar pillow, and it was like a huge chunky plushy pillow. My sister and I both had one. And we also had like this huge life-size Mario, and it was the Wing Tap Mario from Mario 64, I believe, was being promoted at the time, because back then, it was the 64 was just released and announced, and the game that came with the 64, I believe, was Mario. No, Donkey Kong, right? I think it was Donkey Kong 64 that came with it. One of them came with the system. Pretty sure it was Donkey Kong, though, and they had a yellow controller, and the 64 was like a see-through green. It was really cool looking. So we had this huge Donkey Kong plushie, this huge Mario plushie, and then this Gengar plushie. And back then I mean, I still kind of like really like Barbies now, but like back then I played with them and I actually collected them and all that. And I remember just a lot of things that I had seen in the store on the commercial that like if I run across it now at like a thrift store, I'm like, wow, I remember this. I'm trying to think of, like, what other things we had. Okay, so there was, like... There was so much Pokemon gear because Pokemon was really... I mean, it's big now, but it just seems like there was this huge Pokemon school theme thing going on. And there was Pokemon toppers, little eraser toppers. And there was also, like, these bootleg Pokemon erasers of some sort. We had a bunch of those, too. We had a Pokemon 2000 movie poster. What else? Like I said, we'd wake up in the morning and watch WB Kids. It was good back then, right? And then nowadays you're not allowed to do this. At least it's illegal here. It's probably illegal somewhere else, but back in the day, somebody would have a truck. And they would be driving on the road going like, 40 miles an hour. And us kids were just sitting in the back of the truck. No seatbelt, nothing. Open road. And it was so nice to have the wind just blowing and it was fun. And my sister and I were like the two younger ones. And then my oldest brother, my second oldest sister had to like kind of push their backs to... like the wall, and above them was the window, and they were like holding on to my sister and I. And I just remember doing that back then as well. There are so many wooden rings. What is this even? Super dangerous now and back then, but yeah, like I said, it's illegal now, but back then I don't think it had been a law, but eventually it was happening so often that it had to become a law. And we had these things called merry-go-rounds. If you guys ever been on one or seen one, at this point they've all been removed, I guess, because enough kids were being seriously injured. And I'm like, of course, it's a piece of metal that spins around in circles. But going by that logic, you think tire swings would also be illegal too? Because it's the same thing. Just less kids, probably. But a merry-go-round, they are here now, but they're a lot different from before. From before, there were no walls to hold you. It was just this round piece of metal. And then the handlebars, 3 different handlebars. And then, you know, kids would push you as fast as they possibly could, and then here you are holding on for dear life, and kids are just being flung off of this spinning toy. Because, the big kids would want to be like, oh, I bet you can't hold on. They spin you as fast as they possibly can, and you're screaming, stop, stop, and they don't. And then the gravity just pulls you back, and you go flying off of the merry-go-round. I wouldn't be surprised if people died from them, really. Kids, a few kids dying from merry-go-rounds. Can you imagine being launched off a merry-go-round into like a tree, or just landing the wrong way and just breaking your neck? Like, that's not pleasant conversation right now, but like, I understand why they were banned. But again, same thing with tire swings. It's not all completely different. In fact, it's worse. It's hovering in the air. You're not even at ground level. You're above. And you can make a tire swing anywhere. You can have it 50 feet up in the air and be like, oh yeah, this is safe. This is totally safe. And you got those daring kids that would climb up there and swing on it, and terrible. Back in the day, I just really enjoyed going in circles. Like, these kind of chairs, I call them spinning chairs. But I remember I just spending hours spinning and spinning and spinning on these, and I wouldn't get sick. Like, I think I did it so much to the point where I actually developed an intolerance of not getting sick. And that's pretty bad. We could spin around for 5 hours straight and not get sick. Wow. What else do I remember from my little 90s childhood? I'm kind of recalling a few different toys, like they were really cool back then. I think they'd be cool now. I kind of want one, actually, now that I think about it. It's that board, and you turn the lights off, and the board glows. It's called, bright light. Something like that. And you had, these little tiny kind of light bulb. They're kind of like LED light bulbs in a way. And you just put them inside these little holes. So let's say you got a board this big, and there's 50 different holes, and they're teeny tiny. And then you can make light art with it. I remember that being a really fun toy. There was also little kits. Here we had I think it was called Scholastic magazines, where you had book fair, and the school would give you a magazine, and you would actually be able to order from this magazine, and they had just the coolest stuff. You at Fox's Den? Near the one at Saint-Cyrs? How do you spell Saint-Cyrs? Is it U-A-R? Is there even U? I don't know. He knows what I mean, though, so we're good. Okay. I'll go to Den. I got 5. Oh, we only need 15, right? 9, 10, 11. My fingers are so cold. I made more tea, but I'm not even drinking it. I tend to do that often. it didn't. I got 5. I think he's saying he has 5 fox fur, and I believe I only need 15. So if he got 5 and I got 9, then we only need 1 more, I think. Unless I can't math. That's a very big possibility, too. Oh my goodness, foxes, where'd you all go? Come back. There's one. And I bet he's got the last fur on him. Him or him? One of you. One of you's got that fur. Give it to me right now. We need it more than you do. I think that's all now. Use your item wall. Don't just guess the requirements. I am. We need to make 3 Indian clocks. And I think it was 5 per cloth. But I'll double check. Item. Indian cloth. Okay, so he said he had the rest of the dark rags. Devil has the rest of the dark rags. We need 5 each, so that's 15. So if I have 5, if I have 10 of these and he has 5, then that... Oh, did I hit my weight capacity? Yes, I did. I'm gonna have to run down to the bank, and then we're gonna empty this out. Should be everything going. Ah. Combined. It's like hard to type because my fingers are so cold. It's a cold away house. What map? I don't know what he's saying what map to. What map? Perfect. That should be everything, I believe. Am I on? Avonbank. My curtain is so sad in the back, it's just like falling apart. It's okay, we're almost done here. Choco. So let's go put a bunch of stuff in here. It's most of the spider legs. I have so many spider legs. Uh-oh. I'm moving everything. There we go. That didn't work. That means I'm gonna have to... What should I abandon? I don't know. The Verso, I guess. I was gonna make some room, but I'm overweight, so it's not working! Not working! There we go. Much better. I don't even know what to sacrifice. This is like life or death right now. Like I said, I don't really know what I'll need spider eyes for, or even if I will. I know I need Verso later, but we're just gonna pop those in there. Do I even really need crow claws? I don't know what to sacrifice and what to keep. Can I get an upgrade? Let me go talk to Bob. I haven't even tried to get an upgrade. I bet I can. Locker upgrade. Oh my dear goodness, please! Let me just spend all my gold on locker upgrade. Oh, that's so much better! Perfect! I don't know why I didn't do that before, but I am now. Okay, and I do need to pull the wool because I need to make the cloth. I try. Okay, so we got 15 fox fur, 50 wool, 50 string, 16. Only needed 15, but that's fine. All right, let's do this. Thank you so much. Like, I don't even know, like, how to, like, thank them so much. Comments. L. I messaged you on DA and left a comment. Take a look later. Aw, okay, I will. Matt, completely random question. Do you watch anime? Yeah. I just went off on a Naruto rant. If so, what is an anime you recommend? Between shows right now, and cannot decide. Okay. Let's do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me spam double real fast all the thank yous in the world, and then I will answer that. My fingers are so cold, it's making it hard to type. Ah, where's the C? Can help you. Okay, so anime. Gosh, where do I even begin? An anime that I've actually completely watched. Full Metal Alchemist, both of them. You can't just do half, and this is why. So people are like, well, what's the difference between Brotherhood and what's the other one called? Where do I have to go to even craft the kimono? I think it was Centaur, but let me double check. Oh, it is Avon. Avon store. Okay, perfect. Let's go. I actually don't know how to craft the yarn. How do I... Are they different areas? Tailor. I have to go to the tailor to craft it? Okay. Okay. So, both Brotherhoods. People are like, well, which one should I even bother watching? Like, which one's better than the other one? I recommend both. You need to watch both, and this is why. Okay, so the first one follows very closely to the actual manga, but here's the thing. I'm told that the creator had broke their hand during this process, and that ended up being harmful in a way because they couldn't complete the manga, and then the anime had caught up to the manga, so they had to make up the ending. That means like halfway through the anime, it is correct. You could watch it, it's correct. And if you knew anything about the second I need 10 of these. And if you knew anything about the second one, it speeds through. It like blazes through 40 different episodes in 7. It crams it all together because it knows it follows behind. The difference is the ending. They had to make up the ending because it caught up with the manga and they broke their hand, so they couldn't fix it. They couldn't like make the ending, which the ending isn't bad. So I like both of them. And then you have the second one, Brotherhood, which blazes through the intro because the first one is accurate up until like the middle of it, and then it picks up where it had left off from the manga, and that's why I would recommend watching both. I mean, the movies you definitely want to watch The one that continues supposedly what happens after the anime. There's another one, but it's like not canon. I mean, you can watch it if you really wanted to, but and then I needed 3 of these. And now I should be able to craft kimono? Or, okay, now I have to go to the, now I have to go to, what, the person for the kimono. I would absolutely love for you to draw me! Heart. And NP. At all. I'm okay with whatever else you need anytime. I have a fairly large stock at the moment. Thank you. And let me know if you want pose or background, as well as eye color. Okay, back to the question of anime. Inuyasha was actually pretty good too. That was like one of my very first animes I kind of got into. But before Inuyasha, there was Dragon Ball Z, which is incredible, of course. How many times have you tried to go Super Saiyan as like a little 11-year-old, right? Whoops, go back in there. So Dragon Ball Z, that is pretty nice. It's very long to watch, but I would recommend Dragon Ball Z. Inuyasha I really liked as well. Full Metal Alchemist, definitely. That probably trumps all of them. It always gets a good reputation. Both of them do. Alright, kimono! Oh! Ah! There it is! Now I'm gonna put it on for a sec. Because it's beautiful, right? But I'm gonna put my Dema robes back on because, I mean, I'm so happy to have my kimono. But at the same time, I'm even more so happy to have my Dema robes because I never had them before. Kimono complete! Yay! So, I think it's on pan to me. Hold on here. Oh, okay, it's just me getting XP. I leveled? Whoops! I level 11. I didn't even know. Okay. I got a lot in wisdom. Like, I don't know which one to increase. Should I put in a con? I think I will, just in case. It's been slacking, so there we go. So other animes, you know what? I actually really liked Zatch Bell. That was pretty interesting to me. And I watched it all the way up until, like, it got to this point where a really big, important scene was going to happen, but it never got transferred to English. So you can watch it in, you can, like, basically watch the first part in English. The second part is all in Japanese, so you have to read subtitles. And then it got to a part where it never even got turned into an anime, so you have to finish it in the manga. Zatch Bell was pretty good. Brotherhood was pretty good. Both of them. Both Fullmetal Alchemists. We were enjoying Castlevania when we were watching it, and there's not that many episodes, so it's pretty interesting. We're enjoying that, my husband and I. What else? Naruto is actually really good. I really enjoyed it. You can either save yourself the however many episodes there are and just go straight to Shippuden to kind of get your interest faster, and then maybe go back to Naruto, or maybe you can jump back and forth and watch a little bit of Naruto, which came before Shippuden, because there's Naruto, and then there's a 3-year time skip, and there's Naruto Shippuden. And now it's even further ahead. Now they have kids, so they were kids, then they were teenagers, then there were adults that had teenager kids. So Naruto's a really good one. What else? Yu Yu Hakusho, that was pretty good. I like that too. I also watched that from start to finish. So those are just a few animes I'd recommend. Let me jump back over to comments. Inuyasha and DBZ, my absolute favorites. I know, right? The classic golden animes. Yes, Grads, thank you. The kimono is done. It's done. Yay! It's only 12:53 a.m. Matt, for me, it was mimicking Trunks' burning attack or Goku's Kamehameha. Worth the blood, sweat, and tears. It's so beautiful. Thank you, I think so too. I love the kimono. This is just my classic look. In fact, I could probably go to the end screen and Blink Queen's there. Oh, that's the one I drew. If I go to welcome, my friend who was an endless online player, his name is Remus, and you would spell it. And we go back to the gameplay. R-E-E-M-U-S. Why aren't I typing? Oh. Remus. Now, if you can actually find him on YouTube. He actually passed away a few years ago. But he drew this for me. And there's actually more. I don't think he had drawn the background, but I'll show you the complete picture he had done. I think it's in... no. Even Kingdom, refs, characters. Well, let me just search. I'm trying to remember what file I put it in. Oh, that file. Okay. So I'll open two pictures. The first one is you're going to see the actual full picture he did. And again, I don't think he drew the background. He just grabbed a background and yeah, that's what it looks like. So he drew that for me. And then somebody had requested that I draw their character, and I was just failing at it. And he's like, I could draw it. I'm like, you can? He's like, yeah, sure. So he drew this because I asked him to draw. I mean, like, it basically ended up asking, like, you should draw it for me. He's like, okay. I was like, no, you don't have to. He's like, no, that's fine. So he also drew this. And again, I don't think he drew the background. He just grabbed it somewhere. But he did a vector art, which is like drawing with lines. And I'll show you my version. I'll show you my version. His looks so much better. Yeah, his looks so much better. So, I'm happy he did that. Anyways, his name is Remus. You could actually find his videos on YouTube. In fact, I'm more than happy to show you guys his channel. Like I said, he did pass away a few years ago, but he had drawn these pictures, and he does have a DeviantArt as well. Now, he had two YouTubes. I think this was... yeah, okay. So this is Remus's channel right here. And he did quite a few YouTube videos as well. And he was doing, like, quests. He was doing a lot of quests. I don't quite remember how I got started talking about Remus. But... back to the end screen. Okay, so there's that. Oh, okay, so I think I was just talking about Bling and how my character normally looks, and then like I was showing you how he drew my character. So that was Remus. Double grats, says Al. Thank you. Wow, super beautiful. I love eel art. Thank you. I got so many eel art. I got, like I said, I've done over 100 art, whether it be drawing or just like through various things. I've shown my Barbie before, but if you guys missed it, I'll show you again. I actually made this summer. This Barbie had blonde hair, and I dyed it pink. This kimono was completely white before, and I dyed it pink. And then I fabric paint the edging on here. I actually dyed this belt. It was more of a pink, but I dyed it purple. It probably doesn't show up very well in the color, but... And then I hand painted all the flowers. And I also took it a step further, and she had blue eyes, and I got acrylic paint and hot paint. Paint her eyes hot pink, and I actually did the eyebrows a little bit too. And then I had to get her a mini samurai hat. Right? And even I found this tiny little fan that's just accurate. And I just took a purple Sharpie and colored the top. And there you go. There is my Bling Queen Barbie. That like I said, oh, she even has pink sandals. I just made her in, like, I don't know, maybe June. I just thought, oh, you know what? I really like Barbies. I never grew out of them. I don't play with them anymore, but I like them still. They're just interesting to me. As much as I like the Sims 2, Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4. I have all the Sims. I have a complete collection of Sims, actually. I kind of do 4, not really. My friend has the complete collection of 4, and she lets me borrow her Origins. So through her, I have the complete collection. But 1 to 3, I absolutely have the complete collection. All on my own. And I said, hey, let's just exchange. You can play on my Origin for Sims 3, and I'll play on your Origin for Sims 4. And that's just kind of what we do. She's my friend in real life, so... and I've shown my pumpkins before, if you guys hadn't seen my pumpkins. I usually hand carve pumpkins. I don't remember if I even did any this year. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't even know what our theme was. I don't think we even carved pumpkins this year, honestly. We weren't even really gonna do Halloween. But I'll show you guys real quick what my pumpkins look like when they're carved. If you have not already seen the arts I do for them. I'm supposed to be ending the stream soon. One day, I will. Oh, okay, here we go. So here's one of them. This is all hand carved. This is a real pumpkin. This is Blalazor. I did the admins for Endless Online. This was the reference here. And then I did 3 of them. In 1 week, I did 3 of these. And one was 7 hours. The other one was 8 hours. The other was 9 hours. Funny enough. Blalazor took me the longest. That was 9 hours. No, actually, I think it was 7 hours. It's weird. I think I, like, wore it backwards, if I remember correctly. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. I thought he took me the longest. I'll show you the others in just a second. I just have to find a specific picture I'm looking for. Okay, here's Sausage. This was my reference. This is how he came out. And then there's Swordy, who had an alt named Witch. And this is my reference. And that's what I had drawn. So I get a marker, a Sharpie. First of all, I try to like outline it with a erasable marker to make sure that's how I want. And then I redo it with a Sharpie. And then I shave it. I take a knife and trim all the skin off. And then I go inside and then like thin the wall to make sure you can see the light. And then there is a picture of all three of them together. There's this angle here. Actually, I think I can just go over. Yeah, there you go. So there you go. And of course, we get plenty of compliments on our pumpkins. Because my whole family does it this way. That was the first time I did 3, but yeah, endless online pumpkins right there. Oh no, I wasn't even showing you guys. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize I did that. Hold on. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize, like, I switched the end screen. Okay, hold on. I'll show you again. And, I'm working on my other screen, so I can't read the comments. Okay, let's try that again. Here's vult-r. Here's sausage. And this is Sortie, but she was on an alt named Witch. And then I'll show you a few pictures where they're all together. I was trying to get different angles. So yeah, that one year I did all of those. And then I had done a few more after that, but yeah, so I just do various kind of endless online artwork depending on whatever it is. Let me scroll up. Comments again. L, your EO fandom and dedication is incredible. I'm so impressed. And EO Barbie, oh my gosh. Awesome. Thank you, L. Sorry, I can't see the pumpkins. Are you showing us? Yeah, and I fixed that. I'm sorry. I see now. Wonderful. And I've also cosplayed Blink Queen. I don't think I even have my picture on here. But if you were to look at my Halloween video that I done, this is my Blink Queen Animal Crossing. This is my Blink Queen Minecraft. And I was telling you guys about Gaia Online. These are some of my characters. This is Flamelock. This is Haxor. And then of course me recreating Blink Queen. Basically, if I can endless online it, I will. And then my just absolute masterpiece, I'd call it. Look at this, my Sims 4 perfect recreations. So you got Bling, Cod, Haxor, Flamelock, Sausage, Sortie, Plasma Star, and Blah. And let's just throw the snowman in there because we can. So if you don't know, this is Sook. And it was snowing one day, and I don't know, I made an orc. Here's Sook again as a drawing. Okay. Probably exit everything out now. I'm so distracted. It's gonna end the stream forever ago. And like, I'm still going. Who's spamming me? Oh, PM sent. I'll send a screenshot in a few minutes. I actually have a really cool concept for the drawing. Okay. I have one. Actually, it's 2 ahead because I have to draw it. Will do. So that was just us talking about, for helping me. I'm like, yeah, I'll totally draw your character. I can do that. Like, so I tell people to send me screenshots of your character, what eye color you want, their pose, your background. Just let me know. I don't have the best art in the world, but I mean, like, I can at least do a little of something. L, her existence is across platforms. Yes, it is. Blink Queen must be known everywhere. on anything. Okay, we'll probably exit that out, and then we're gonna go to end screen. Pop off of this endless online. So there we have it. With the help of everybody, Act helped us make the demo robes, and then Double and Rio. Can't remember. Rio helped us make the kimono. So yeah, this was pretty good. We'll work on Darkblade tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream I won't go as long though. I try to go to bed a little bit early. It's 1 a.m. That's I mean 12 a.m. should be the cutoff point, but you never know when you're going to be done with crafting items. That's the thing. So yeah, I mean this was pretty good. This was productive. I like this, and I'm gonna take kimono and demo robes off my list, and then tomorrow we will work on Dragonblade. Alright guys, well, thank you for today. Thank you for being here. This was fun. I am having fun. I hope you guys are having fun too. Being able to kind of relive Endless Online in this strange way. And yeah, I mean, showing off Ever and all of its new things on there. I've only been playing for, like I said, I think a month now. So I'm still learning everything on there. No way do I know everything. I'm just going off of old Endless and then what I've learned from Ever. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream and the support. You have a good morning or afternoon or evening or night or whatever it is on your part of the world, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye.